I need your clothes, your boots, your sleigh, your presents, your milk, your cookies. It's turbo time. What's up, Tolkien? I'm Danny J.
And I'm Joel N.
I'm Trevor D.
I'm Joe Vaske.
And here we are. If you haven't guessed it, 2024 holiday special. As promised, real drunk.
K-O-T.
Oh, yeah, we're back. Another year of this.
Another year of this. Yeah.
So we're taking a little reprieve
from our epic.
Reprise.
From our epic.
I like the word break. Break works.
We're taking a break from our recent series on the Great Tales of the Elder Days to bring you our yearly holiday special.
With a few well-earned comforts.
That's right. Yeah, we're all sitting around table with some good old drinks. Oh, let's do what we normally do. Let's start out talking about what we're drinking today.
Oh, yeah. So the first thing I got you, all of you, to drink was my grandmother's apple cider apple pie moonshine.
That's right.
That was really
Trevor's
good.
granny. Shout the fuck out to Trevor's granny. Raised a wonderful man. Love you, Trev.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was good shit. And then we moved on to some Don Julio, right?
Yeah, my wonderful wife, I was trying to spend very little, so I was going to get like some Evan Williams bourbon and just be sad tonight. But she was like, you should get your favorite tequila. And she bought me this bottle of Don Julio Blanco.
Nice.
And I drank over half of it. So
nice.
Yeah.
We're having a good time. We've been pre-gaming a little bit. Trevor, what are you drinking?
Yeah. I also tried some of this like marshmallow flavored bourbon that you guys have.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
That stuff was pretty good. I know, Joe, you're sipping on it right now.
Yeah, Schmallow.
Schmallow is a Wisconsin liquor store special. That's one of those like only things you can find at a Wisconsin liquor store.
The bottle had a picture of a cat on it, which helped sell
it.
It
helped me too.
Okay, yep.
It helped me too, honestly. Yeah, we put back that bottle of Evan Williams.
Yeah, you were gonna try to push the Evan Williams onto me.
I was like, hey, as a degenerate bourbon drinker, I was like, hey, Evan Williams isn't as bad as everyone says. Okay,
yeah, especially if you mix it with some Coke.
Yeah, no, but everyone's like thinks it's a degenerate bourbon drinker, and it's just it's an economically friendly bourbon drinker.
Well, other than that, Joel, I know you got some vodka, right?
Yeah, I got some Kirkland brand vodka in an Amsterdam bottle that I repurposed.
Costco.
Nice. And then I also sipping on some Modelo. Danny, do you have anything to go with your tequila?
Yeah, that's true. I do have something to go with my tequila. I'm drinking what is it?
It's a
Northeast blueberry beer,
yeah.
Which is like a Minnesota only thing. This is like actually it's pretty fucking rare beer, honestly.
Yeah.
Salud.
Salud. I'm glad we still have some of this.
Yeah, we still have some of this left over. Trevor brought it. They only serve it at Renfest most of the time.
That's where I first saw it, but you can get it in stores seasonally.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah, we're drinking it out of our War in the Rohirrim mug.
I was going to say, what you cannot see right now is we're all about to hold up our War of the Rohirrim mugs, collectible mugs.
Yeah, we went and saw that shit last night. It was last night?
Yeah, that was just yesterday.
Yeah.
It feels like forever. It was a great ass
my
movie.
God, great fucking movie.
It was awesome. Expect some content about that. We won't get into it too much now.
Well, actually, the content will be out by the time you hear this. So.
That's true.
So check out that content we did.
Well, okay, we're getting a little off track. So today, we are doing what we normally do for our holiday specials. We're getting drunk, and we are answering your questions. And, of course, today we are joined by a friend of the podcast, Joe Vaske.
Joe Vaske.
He's here to help us out.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be the organized one.
Yeah, he's the organized one. He's
driving this bus.
He's only kind of drunk. So
I'm pretty drunk for me. I'm a lightweight.
He was actually before we started this. He was like, "I drank too much." Everyone here thinks this is going to be a disaster, except for me. I'm optimistic. Let's do this.
So Joe helped us curate some of the listener submitted questions that we've been getting the past few weeks.
And where do we get those questions from, Joel?
Discord.
The freaking Discord. Join the Discord if you want to be in on this shit next year, guys. Join the Discord for real. This is hell of a fun time. You're going to see here how fun it is.
So Joe will be helping us out by presenting us with some of these questions and things today, and we have not read or seen any of them.
We don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't even have a screen in front of me.
We're along for the ride.
Yeah, I actually completely forgot about the Discord room where all these chats are. Like, we all muted it. We have no idea what we're getting into.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Here.
Yeah, a lot of people may not know. So we get this is all from Discord, and we mute the channel. So like, it's like a time bomb. I will literally post in it once, and I'll be like, "Go, you guys! This is the new holiday special. It's happening. Go!" And then I never look at it again.
Yeah, and then you all organize and give us a ton of really great stuff. So thanks so much.
These specials are usually fucking bomb, in my opinion, and I love that you all get to be part of it.
If anyone ever wants to talk shit about the three of them, that's the thread to do it in.
Yes, because we won't read it.
We won't even see it.
We'll never see it.
So just to review, we got 3 categories today. Jill, you want to throw those out for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first is just listener submitted questions.
Hell yeah. Normal shit, yeah.
The second one is called Tolkien Always Wins, which
we did that last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Love that one.
Yeah,
so much fun.
You guys gave us a list of
we were a little
Tolkien
too drunk
characters.
for it last year.
So you guys gave us a list of Tolkien characters along with a non-Tolkien character, fictional or real, and then they have to drunkenly argue how the Tolkien character would win.
Fantastic.
In a hypothetical
even if they
fight.
obviously would not.
Even if they obviously fucking would
Yeah,
get
no matter
crushed.
what, the Tolkien character
Which
has
took
to
me a
win.
minute to wrap my head around last
Yeah,
time.
I
remember.
I think all 3 of us fucked it up once, and then we.
No, you speak for yourself.
No,
bro.
you didn't.
No, I'm
That's
the
right.
one correcting you guys.
You're the immaculate one. You're right,
Yeah, I
Trevor.
think Trevor was.
That's because this was my idea.
You're the one, Trevor. I love you.
And then the last category is called Hurin's Line, Is It Anyway?
Oh, my fave.
So you guys gave us, or gave me, a bank of characters, settings, and scenarios, and then basically we put those together, and the guys are going to act out an improv scene using the given scenario.
I'm
So
excited. This
it was
one
a lot of fun last year.
Yeah, we did it for the first time last year, and it turned out way better than any of us thought.
Oh, yeah. I was
fun.
super nervous. I'm like, I've never done improv like this before.
It was by far my favorite. Yeah, because we do heavily. That's the thing. People always are like, you should do a video you should do a live stream of your show. And I'm like, it would be boring because we do heavily scripted content, right?
Typically, yeah.
So like, we're not used to that kind of shit. So like, this is new for us. So if you like our improv, let us know because we're new to this shit.
And for those of you who don't know, Hurin's Line Is It Anyway is a play on the name of an old show from like the early 2000s? Whose Line Is It Anyway?
It's also like a traveling comedy show. Yeah.
Hosted by
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey.
Okay, yeah, when we were kids. Yeah, there's like a new host now. But yeah, it's there's many iterations of it. But yeah, it's a improv show.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Fantastic. And that's what we're doing today, guys.
Okay, so let's get into the questions first.
Hooray!
Let's do it.
So most of them are group questions, but
Cool.
Carmela Nikki did have a question for each of you.
Hell
So we'll start with Joel.
Oh, before we begin, should we all take a drink?
Yeah, I've been doing it anyway, but fuck it, why not?
Yes.
No, let's
I'm
do.
gonna take a swig of vodka.
I'm gonna do Van Dun Julio.
Yeah, no, good one.
Continue. I'm sorry.
All right, everybody, if you're out there chilling with
wait.
us, you should
Yeah,
also maybe
drink
take a drink
along.
with us.
Cheers.
Yeah, drink
If you're
along.
not already too fucked up from the children who are in series.
Yeah, if you're still not, if you're still hungover from that shit, don't drink
my
for this. Good lord. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, Don Julio rules. Puro agave.
Good old Kirkland vodka.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so Joel, why are you drawn to the tale of Baron and Luthien?
Oh, because it's so cool. I'm not gonna expand on it any further.
It's
No,
just
I know. Can I tell him why?
No, it's because it's so unique. It's different from all of his other writings and the writing style, and just like it's a real wild, out there fairy tale like shit. And there's like Tevildo, the Prince of Cats, like crazy shit happens. Like they kill a werewolf and they put on its dead skin and
That is
reanimate it, and then they go into the hells of iron, and it's so cool. It's such a cool tale. Like two lovers single-handedly taking on Melkor and actually coming out on top. They're the only ones who ever did.
Yeah. I was going to say it's because Joel's a romantic. That's why he likes that shit.
Aren't we all?
Are we all? But you're more so than most people, and that's why I jive with you. I am as well. So
Love you, bro.
fuck yeah, you love your wife. She's sitting right next to me.
She is, yes. So we got a couple. we have a couple guests in the room today. We got Mallory, my wife, my love, Tanuvio on the Discord.
She's gonna be on the Discord at her.
They paid thousands of dollars to be in the room.
Yeah,
for
you
this
have to
recording.
be Patreon Valor subscribers or whatever the fuck it is.
And we also have Jacqueline, my significant other, hanging out in the room with us as well.
Woo! We got today's episode is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Props to you, lovely ladies, for keeping us sane.
We also have a little pup in the audience too.
Oh, that's right.
The dog, Joel's dog, Pippin.
Yeah.
Yes.
We couldn't leave him at home that long, so we decided to bring him with, and Danny was gracious enough. We recorded at Danny's house, so he was gracious enough to
hell yeah
let us bring him, and so he's running around at our feet.
Any dog of Joel's is a dog of mine.
Pooping on the floor and chewing on his bone.
I mean, you would let Timmy poop on your floor if I brought him to your house.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? Let Timmy chew on his bone. And
Timmy's my 9-year-old.
All right. So next question is for Danny.
Yeah, hell yeah. Love this.
What do you think happened to Maglor in the Third Age?
Ooh.
So, honestly, I think Maglor just sadly roamed around the coast, just meeting different people throughout the 3 ages. And just anybody who would listen to him, he would be like, tell them the story of his downfall.
Like a wandering bard.
Well,
a
wandering bard, but with a message. You know, like pride is bad.
Do you think he was recognizable? Like, do you think people would recognize him, or do they think, oh, who's this crazy guy?
Well, I think what would be crazy is like he would like play an instrument or something, and then everyone would notice that his hand is burnt. Oh, right. Yeah. He wouldn't be able to play the instrument as like as crisp as you'd think he would because his hand is burnt from the fucking
the Silmaril.
The Silmaril, right? Yeah, I don't know.
That's cool.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
That sounds cool.
Oh, fuck.
And then for Trevor, what would be the elves' level of civilization according to the Kardashev scale?
This is totally a Trevor question.
I mean, okay, I don't remember what all the numbers are, but they are no better than humans. Like they don't go to space.
Hold on. Before you start talking weird shit, what is the Kardashev scale?
Yeah,
explain that to us.
Okay,
I don't know what that is.
This is like drunk history where Trevor has to explain science to us.
Explain it to us. Because you clearly know what it is.
The simplest definition that I can give you is so there are different levels. They each have a number. I couldn't tell you all of them.
Levels of what?
There's like 4 or 5, but it's like levels of civilization. So as you go up,
so it's a hierarchy.
Yeah. As you go up the scale, higher number, it's kind of in relation to how good your civilization is at harnessing energy.
That's
so like
the metric,
right? So
that's the metric.
Like so as you go up, it's like you harness the power of the planet, and then you harness the power of no, not the atom. Well, sure, the atom might be involved, but it's not the key factor, right?
Sure, okay.
It's you harness the power of the planet, and then the sun, the solar system. It goes up from there. It's but
cool.
Considering that none of the people in Middle Earth have left the planet,
not that we know of,
right? Like
except for Melkor.
Yeah,
Eärendil.
Sure, but that's
and
like
Eärendil's up there on the border at least.
Sure, but that's not technologically relevant because
I guess
whatever.
He's in a flying boat, bro.
Sure, otherwise known as a spaceship, right?
Vingalon is a spaceship? Is that what you're saying? That's controversial. That's controversial Tolkien.
It's sort of it's a flying ship.
It basically is, dude.
Anyway, I think if anybody would be capable of doing it, I don't think that it would be the elves, specifically because they love the land too much. I can't see them...
But what if it's Eärendil? He's both.
Do you think it would require a level of industrialization in order to get technology to that point? Something that elves would be opposed to?
Yeah, I feel like they'd have to cross some lines they typically wouldn't want to.
Perhaps orcs would excel at, you think?
I think orcs men.
Make it to space?
I think men would do it.
Because it's too exploitative of the planet? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Although dwarves would probably be really good for this too because they work with fire a lot, so they could really work on the material science.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that's all I got.
All right.
Cool. I love it, Trevor.
Dig it. That was in depth. Dig it.
All right. So now we're getting into some group questions.
Fuck yeah.
We have a couple from Mark Colfin.
Oh,
Mark.
That's Mark. From Down Under. He was on our fucking, come from Down Under. If you haven't...
he will not be offended by that at all.
Definitely not. No, listen to our Australia special. That was a weird... Like, would you ever expect a Tolkien podcast to do an Australia special?
Dude, also the bit we did in that one was
awesome. Was hilarious. Oh my god, yeah. Let's take a shout out to Mark for a second. He's a wonderful, fantastic fan. And
he's a stand-up. First of all, we hit him up like a year prior, saying, "Hey, we should do this," and then we kind of stumbled around for about a year before
it took us a while to organize it.
He was all in the whole time, no matter how much we pussyfooted around.
We even got him to act in a skit for us.
Yeah, and he was. I remember when basically me and Joe wrote the sketch, and we sent it over to Mark, and I was like, Mark, can you Aussie this up? Like, we know that this is like funny, but like we need it to be Aussie funny.
Oh my! Some of the stuff he wrote in there,
the shit that came back, a dead dingo's donga. Holy shit! Like that was so fucking funny, Mark. You rule. I love you so much.
Made me want to go to Australia.
Yeah, we're going. First place KOT gets money to go. We're going.
Okay.
Nice.
So his first question was, how did anyone know they were called Uruk-hai? Did Saruman send a memo?
It's kind of funny. How did they find
That's
out?
true. I mean, it's a Sindarin word, right? Like man orc. Right?
Is that what it translates to?
Is this?
I think so.
Is this before they meet? Because at least, particularly like in the film adaptions, they're kind of like, we are Uruk-hai. Like they're very vocal about it.
They announce it.
Yeah,
themselves.
so they kind of spread the rumor on their own.
No, I love in the Battle of Helm's Deep. They're like, we are the fighting Uruk-hai. We do not care if it's day or night. We will fight. We will slay.
You're right. They do name themselves as such. So
yeah,
well, that's a big improvement, isn't it? That they can.
That's true.
Do shit during the day.
It is.
I answered the question without realizing it. They name themselves Uruk-hai.
Yep.
Yeah, straight up.
Nailed it on the head right there.
At the Battle of Helm's Deep, they say we are the fighting Uruk-hai.
Oh.
So no memos necessary.
I'm gonna take a swig of vodka.
No memos necessary. Yeah, swig of. I'm gonna do the soft beer with this one. I've been partying, you guys. I every year I try to get as loaded as I can for you guys, and I hope for the best.
So Mark's other question was, did Tolkien make Ancelagon too big?
And Calagon.
And Calagon too big.
Oh, you mean the colossal-sized dragon that crushed 3 mountain peaks when it fell?
Was he too big? Well, I mean, I guess if you're asking KOT, it would be, was his butthole too big? Remember? Because I think we said that Eärendil, in our minds, Eärendil flew the ship Vingalot
up his butthole?
Into his mouth and out its butthole, remember?
Oh.
I think we said that in like season 1, like way back.
Oh, God, I can't remember.
But
that's a long time. That was years ago.
Yeah, it flew. Anyway, he flies through his butthole. So I guess it's the size of the butthole that really matters.
So it was just right.
Just right.
For the given situation.
Goldilocks. Just
Goldie fucking locks, dude. Yeah.
All right.
I have no comment.
That's a good answer.
Trevor's disgusted. Disgusted.
All right. We have next questions from Tenuvial.
Oh, she's sitting over there.
Right there.
Which Tolkien character is your pet most like? So everyone has pets in this. All 3 of you have pets.
Yeah.
No, I'll start just because mine is the most obvious. Pippin is most like Pippin.
I was going to say he's named.
That's funny.
He has a
aptly named. Yeah.
He's a silly little. He's like 8-month-old dog now. He's a Shih Tzu Yorkie mix. He's just a little 8-month. He's a puppy. He's full grown, but he's still a puppy, and he's just like Pippin. He's the youngest of the group. He's got the most energy. He's silly.
Doesn't have the most brains.
Does not have the most brains. He is certainly a fool of a toque if I ever seen one.
My answer's a little weird, as you might guess. My cat Nimbus, who is my fiance's cat, really. He's my adopted cat, right? Me and him, like,
he is a unit, man.
He's yeah. So first of all, he's like 20-some pounds, enormous fucking cat. He lives only for Jessica. He doesn't give a fuck about me. He doesn't give a fuck about the kids.
He let me touch him once.
Yeah, he'll love you to touch him. He's a lovable cat. But like when it comes to like living in the space, it's all about Jessica. His schedule revolves around when Jessica's in that bed and he can cuddle with her. That's all he cares about. So Nimbus is kind of, to me, because like he's kind of cold to me in a way, right, Nimbus? So he's like Lobelia Sackville Baggins. So like he is cold to me, and like
I can feel that
we don't really like get along most of the time. But at the end of the day, he'll attack a ruffian with a cane.
Oh yeah,
if it comes to it,
comrade. At the end of the day.
If it comes between Jessica and some person that Jessica doesn't want, the
Shire is still his home too.
Exactly. That's why I would say Nimbus is Lobelia Sackville Baggins.
So I don't know if this will be the most accurate, but here's what I was thinking. So the kitty cat who lives with me, his name is Magic Mike.
I didn't know it was Magic. I know you guys call him Magic.
You weren't here for this conversation.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was Magic Mike.
I didn't know it was Magic Mike either.
We call him Maggie, but he is Magic Mike.
Yeah, we had this conversation during pre-gaming. We were talking about this, but yeah.
So this is going to be maybe kind of on the lighter side of it, but so I would compare him to like Smeagol Gollum. And so my reasoning here is, so his Smeagol side absolutely loves Jacqueline. Super loyal to she's the ring. Super loyal to her. Whenever she comes home, he's right up there loving on her. Like that's all he wants to do, right?
This is everything.
But when it comes to me, he's kind of Gollum. Like he'll avoid me during the day and just kind of go hang out where he wants.
That's how I feel about Nimbus, dude.
And he'll come up to me when he needs something, like food.
I was feeding him.
So I'm more playing on the fact that it's like two different people living in that cat's body.
You just call the cat Two-Faced?
For the record,
right now, wow.
You answered you answered better to my answer than I would. I'm gonna second that. Nimbus is also fucking Gollum, dude.
It's funny you're saying because Jacqueline has a disgusted look on her.
She seems offended that you just called her cat Two-Faced.
Hey, we're always saying that our kitty will never die, right? Well, Gollum's timeless.
That's right. Gollum is a timeless character of
Gollum
literature.
lived for hundreds of years.
He will live thousands of years.
He's just going to get grosser and meaner and more addicted to...
This is Western civilization as we know it. It'll live forever.
But hey, just for the comparison, everybody, I need you to know this, that in this comparison, Gollum is the most adorable creature you've ever seen.
Well, Gollum is the only reason that the mission technically succeeded.
Yeah, he's a vital part of my life.
Gollum
I'm talking about Magi.
Magi, yeah.
We actually did a whole episode about this, how Gollum's
the secret hero
of Lord of the Rings.
That was like a drunken idea that we had when we were like hanging out one day. We were like, technically, because we were thinking about like Gollum.
Frodo failed. So I think that's where it started.
Well, it started with Frodo failed, but we were thinking about how like when Gollum had the ring, most shit was chill.
It was a time of peace.
It was a time of peace, like stability in Middle Earth.
Sauron was never going to fucking go down there and get it.
Him jerking off with the ring for 600 years, right?
I mean, he was stroking the ring a lot.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was masturbating the ring for fucking 500
but Sauron
years.
was never going to find it down there.
Sauron was never going to find him
Everyone
jerking off
was
with
at
the
peace.
ring.
He was having a good time.
That's what I'm saying.
Like how we somehow went from pets to Gollum jerking off with the ring.
Let's get off of the ring.
You're right. Oh, that's right. Baggins. I'm going to say it. Baggins.
All right. So, good answers to that question. So we have a few questions from Nick the Kiss.
Nice.
When the Silmarillion mentions Melkor making creatures of horn and ivory, is that akin to Earth's dinosaurs?
Ooh.
The only dinosaur-like creature he ever makes are dragons, right? So
that's really funny because something for our Patreon, we asked ChatGPT. Remember, we were fucking around with ChatGPT on Patreon, and we asked it what his favorite dinosaur, what Tolkien's favorite dinosaur would be. And it answered honestly that there's no evidence that Tolkien knew anything about dinosaurs.
That he cared at all.
That he cared one way or the other.
Wait, so did he not even know about dinosaurs?
Well, I mean, sure he did. He lived in the 70s.
Sure,
so
but
that's right.
Dinosaur science back then was still
just
pretty
like, no,
light,
it's so funny.
though. I mean,
unless he was really oblivious.
I was listening to, I don't know, I wish I knew their name, but it was a comedian on some clip somewhere on the internet. But they were talking about how Tolkien like lived that you feel like they lived 500 years ago, but then you remembered like they lived in the 60s and like they had a beef with the Beatles and like stuff like
That's right.
like Tolkien was a real person that lived in the 20th century and like had these lofty fantasy ideas that we think of that are thousands of years old, but they're really from the 20th century.
On the grand
quite
scale
modern.
of the universe, quite modern.
Quite modern.
I think it's because the story feels like so timeless.
It does. Yeah. It's something that'll live for 1,000 years. Salud. Right?
Salud. All right. Next question.
But did we actually answer that question?
Did we? Be honest.
I guess. Is it akin to Earth's dinosaurs? It sounded like no was the answer.
No, I would... from a Tolkien... Yeah, I'm sorry we totally brushed that off. From a Tolkieneering standpoint, that sounds totally 100%... Yeah.
What was the line? Was it beasts of horns?
I think it's saying... They're basically saying like...
creatures of horn and ivory.
Is there room in the Legendarium
for dinosaurs?
For dinosaurs, that's what they're asking.
I think that phrase allows room in the Legendarium for dinosaurs. I don't think it explicitly confirms the existence of dinosaurs. I always envisioned that to be like, who knows what kind of wild ass fucking unnatural creatures he was manipulating and stuff.
I would compare it more to like more demons, maybe,
than
dinosaurs. Considering we've got Balrogs and what have you that ended up happening, like
I could see that.
You know what I say? The Legendarium is a big tent. Come one, come all. That's what I say. Bring them in. Who cares?
You say that until the Rings of Power writers hear that they can bring dinosaurs into.
Oh no!
Endorse it here, regret it later.
I hope, dude, if Rings of Power writers are ripping off our show, they should rip off some better shit.
Like more sea
Our
serpent.
show is better than that. Like, I don't have like a huge head, you know what I mean? But I know our show is better than that.
All right, so next question. Do you guys believe that Maglor might have been more active in the later days of Middle-earth? I've talked to a lot of people about this, and many believed he could have taken a stance similar to what Aragorn did with Thorongil. Obviously, this is all speculation, of course, with no official writing.
Hold on. Stop for a second.
You want me to reread it?
No. I don't need you to reread it. I just need to fucking... What? This is the awesomest shit I've ever heard. So he has, like, you're telling me that Maglor did, like, clandestine things during the other ages, like Thorongil did in the Third Age? Is that what you're asking?
That'd be pretty cool.
Could he have?
Yeah, I think that's what you're asking. That's why I got so excited.
Yeah, might have been more active in the later days of Middle-earth, taking a stance similar to what Aragorn did with Thorongil.
Meaning doing something incognito.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're referring to is the Thorongil years, which we talked about in the Aragorn episode.
Yeah, taking a stance on modern events without revealing your identity.
We need to do we need a George Lucas and Aragorn episode, right? Hit us up on Discord if you want us to George Lucas and Aragorn episode. But yes, Aragorn did that, yes.
So you think it could be possible, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it could be possible. I don't know what examples we could try to say would have possibly been him.
Yeah, because he says there's no official writing, so it's just kind of...
Right.
If you're asking me, like, if you could write a kick-ass fan fiction with that premise, I say, brother, write that and send it to me, because I will read that every fucking day, is what I'm saying. That sounds like a great idea for some Tolkieneering to happen.
Maybe.
No, because like I would feel you're right, because like a son of Fëanor, they're shamed into not doing anything, but at the same time, I feel like Maglor, who's one of the sons of Fëanor, who actually shows empathy and being a good person at certain times, like kind of like a victim of a bad situation, right?
Maybe that would make another good anime.
Dude, we just watched. Should we mention it? We talked about it already.
Yeah.
Last night we saw War of the Rohirrim, y'all. It was fucking fantastic.
It was great.
Yeah.
It hasn't. I know the professional critic reviews have been sort of lukewarm, but
brother,
generally
let me tell
audience reviews have been really good, and I agree with the audience reviews. I loved that.
Now, I've been a horror fan for around about 20 years now, and I would say fuck the critics. Like, I would say, like, if you like the movie, you like the movie. I hate how, like...
Well, and I think if you're a fan, like they're just hearing the music again, and like they're just, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you're gonna love it.
Movies are made movies are made for demographics. Like if you're somebody who likes like weird period musicals, and you're watching a genre like sci-fi flick, you're probably gonna hate it, dog. I mean, and that's no foul on you. That's just not your taste. I don't know. I just don't get it.
So we're done with Maglor. And what Maglor would do.
No,
off track.
Dude. Yeah. No, Maglor, that's some great Tolkieneering. I love that.
Okay. All right. And then last question from Nick. Do you reckon Shelob would have devoured the light of Eärendil like her mother would have? And would the light have similar burning properties to evil like the Silmarils?
That's a really good question.
I don't think that it would have the burning qualities. I think that if something like that were to happen,
the light of the trees certainly would.
Well, but that was devoured by evil. And
yes,
that's what I'm saying.
And evil.
There was no apparent kickback effect. Yeah,
right.
If Ungoliant was able to suck the two trees dry without getting
any
burned,
negative consequence,
I don't think the Silmarils nor the light of Eärendil would have an effect on her. As far as like her offspring, I think that would probably apply to her offspring as well, like Shelob.
Because Shelob's a much lesser being than Ungoliant.
So basically, what this listener is asking is, why didn't they just fucking swallow the light of Eärendil?
Right. That's a good question.
Yeah, and I legitimately, here and now, as a Tolkieneer, 20 years of my life Tolkieneering, I don't know the answer to that question.
I think this listener just pointed out a hole we had never even considered.
I had never even considered.
Well, it is because in the movie,
why wouldn't it be just
Shelob
more
does
convenient?
react like negatively to it,
Yeah. While her foremother sucked up the sap of the trees of Valinor,
consumed it.
Like it was it was maple syrup. You know what I mean?
I mean, hey, it just wasn't in the doom of these characters to take that path.
That's one way to explain it off.
I suppose, yeah.
That's a good
I
question.
can get behind it.
though.
I can get, that is a really good question.
thoughts.
I like that question.
Who asked that?
That'd be a fun spin-off.
Nick, I believe.
Nick, let's chat more about that on Discord.
Well asked.
Okay.
Well asked.
And then we have one more from Carmela. What do you think Melian saw in Thingol that made her fall in love so deeply and so irrevocably that she was never the same after he perished? I do think she married way below her league, but love is a curious thing, and I'd like to know what you guys think.
Love is a curious thing.
She surely fucking did. Love is a curious thing. I don't know. So here's the thing. Initially, when I started my Tolkieneering, right? I didn't like Thingol. Like he wasn't one of my favorite characters. But honestly, after doing this fucking 6-part dive on the Children of Hurin,
well, not to mention he was involved with Baron and Luthien, so we got even more.
Looking at the huge dive on thank you. It was more looking at the huge dive on Baron and Luthien and who he was in that story, and looking at who he was in the Children of Hurin. I don't know. Thingol has some great character development. I don't know.
But what do we think Melian saw in him? Like what
do we
was
think Melian saw? Is a man who would change his mind on important things if need be, right? Like he developed when he should have. And he is a
one
good
who would
character for
listen to reason.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Like I think it was Winston Churchill that said, like, of America, they will do the right thing once they've exhausted every other option. Like that is, I think, what Thingol is like. Like he'll come to the right conclusion if you give him enough time.
I got a pretty interesting one, maybe.
Yeah,
right?
do it, Trev.
I think that she saw in him initially that he has the potential to live forever, just like she.
Sure.
So she
practical.
She wouldn't have to worry about being alone and spreading her love to somebody forever. And then once he died, that illusion was broken, and so it changed her forever.
I could see that. No, I
She
definitely
did leave him in
agree. I definitely agree that she definitely married.
Do you all agree with Carmela that she
100%.
I think you can't really argue against that. I mean,
she's
a Maiar.
Consider the type of being she is.
Yeah, she's a Maiar, dude.
She
She's
certainly
always
didn't need to marry an elf.
She didn't need to marry at all.
We here at KOT go back a long way saying that Melian is the smartest person in the room at all fucking times.
Yes.
Whenever there's a conversation to be had, listen to what the fuck Melian has to say. And the story will turn out better than if you ignore what the fuck Melian has to say, which is what seems every character in Tolkien likes to do.
Oh, yeah. She
It's
says
just
words and they're like,
ignore.
nah.
Yeah.
Whatever, Melian.
They're like,
Nah.
cool, Melian. All right.
What have you done to make those words
Yeah.
worth listening to?
Yeah. You're just a Maiar of the blessed realm. Like, what the fuck do you know? You know? Yeah, I fucking hate how people ignore Melian. I really hate it. We've talked about that on the podcast. I think even in this Children of Hurin series, which we just covered. Right?
I feel like Melian is almost always there to be right and to be ignored. Like it's like almost like
it's probably just a plot thing.
Yeah,
you know,
I could see that. Yeah,
it's probably just a plot thing that Melian's there to explain like what the right choice would have been and the choice that they made instead.
She's the option that gives you perspective.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like that's probably why, and that's why we're all frustrated as like the reader, you know,
because we know
because we fucking know we're omniscient as the reader, right?
Yeah.
All right. It was funny that you all agree that it was below our league.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
We are big Melian fans here on the KOT.
I mean, she
podcast.
very well could have married someone that could not die. Like she
Joel.
could have married another Maiar.
Joel, honestly, how in the fuck have we done 100 episodes and not done a Melian character profile?
I'm going to add it to the list right now.
Do it right now. Open up that doc. Yeah, hold on a second here. Yeah,
No, we got it.
he's got it.
No,
Here,
we can continue.
Continue. Talk amongst yourselves.
No, we
Talk
got it.
amongst yourselves.
No, I
Yeah.
got it.
No, but hey,
okay.
that's a great question. Like,
Why the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm super mad at ourselves.
No, man. Here's the thing. I feel like Melian is one of those characters who is kind of always on the side, so we have to experience the other stories to gain her perspective.
But like, I think
then
now
we
that
can-
we've covered all these
Yeah.
stories,
Now that we've done the footwork, we can jump in.
what season are we doing right now?
8.
8. Season 9, baby.
Melian.
Can we pledge it right here? Are you guys okay with that? We usually vote on the episodes. So you
We'll wait to see if we come up with a central theme first.
We'll talk about it. There might be a theme for the run, you guys.
It's on the board. Thank you so much.
It is on.
It's fucking ridiculous. We haven't done a Melian character profile for sure. No, I love it. We always, me and Joel, as we're talking, just in life, we'll be like out in public, and he'll be like, "Let me add that to the list."
Why haven't we done an episode on Frodo yet? Or something silly like that.
Yeah, no.
Actually, we've never done an episode on Frodo. Well, no, we kind of did, didn't we?
We had that idea from. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. What else? What other questions do we have?
We're getting off track.
Okay, so this is kind of the last question, but it's different.
Sure.
This was from Eleanor. I think this would be a really good full episode at some point, but she said that it'd be cool if you guys did like a drunk history of a character or an event.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't really like to drink. We don't drink.
We're actually fully against that.
I'm on a sober streak right now.
It's actually, Eleanor, I'm sorry, it's against my religion.
Yeah, we're all Mormon.
I am
you didn't know
Mormon. This is a Salt Lake City type podcast. We are on the east side of Salt Lake City. That's where this podcast is recorded. How dare you suggest we imbibe ethanol? That is a sin, Eleanor.
So I melded it into like a mini thing here that I'm gonna do. I'm calling this elevator pitch.
This is
elevator. Okay.
So
elevator pitch.
Imagine you are in an elevator and you are each wearing a shirt with the Lord of the Rings character on it.
I already have to.
And I'll give each of you a character in a second. And a stranger walks into the elevator who is only vaguely familiar with the Lord of the Rings, and he asks you to explain what the character is.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This is why. Can I just say for a second? This is why I don't wear T-shirts with like things on them for the most part, because I'm so awkward that I don't want people to ask me about the T-shirt.
You don't want people to.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want if I'm wearing like a cool like vintage RoboCop T-shirt, I don't want people to be like, "Hey, that was a good movie." I'm like, please don't talk to me. I'm just at the.
I love when people comment on my shirt. So, I've got this hat I wear with all these pins.
Yeah.
People are always like, "Hey, that hat
I love your
is
pin
freaking
hat.
Cool."
No,
cool
people
hat.
do comment on your hat all the time, Trevor, and I love your hat. Yeah.
That's why you'd never wear a hat like that.
Yeah. That's why I'd never. And thank you, Joe. And that's exactly on the flip side why I'd never wear a hat like that.
See, that's because I, in general, like short, quick interactions, and that's what that affords me.
Yeah,
nice. I don't have to go in depth. I can just go, "Hey, thanks."
Well, maybe you'll be better.
Trevor,
at this then.
Trevor's like, I have intimacy problems, but not small talk. That's fine.
Trevor, have you ever seen What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
Well, in the TV show, there's a character that they introduced called an energy vampire.
The energy vampire?
Yeah, I love him.
Are you calling me an energy vampire?
Sort of.
You're
Yeah,
totally
they absorb the energy of other people through like little small talk interactions like that.
Yeah, they rule.
I did work in a
Draining
coffee
small
shop.
talk.
It was my job to do that.
Honestly, it's a real subculture. Google it. The energy vampire people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
no.
All right, well, I'm excited to know what T-shirt I'm going to be wearing in this question.
Yes,
so.
I'm sorry, sidetracked again.
Yeah, so I figure I'm just going to time each of you for a minute, and in that minute, you just have to get out
Say
as
something.
much.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
So
Fair.
Each character, I gave Joel Gimli.
Nice.
I gave Danny Aragorn.
Okay.
And I gave
Fucking thank you.
and I gave Trevor Legolas. So
Fuck you, Trevor.
Okay.
Fuck Trevor. Yes, Legolas.
Okay.
So I have Joel number 1 here if you want to go first, but yeah, so
somebody asked me who the character is.
Yeah, you're wearing a Gimli shirt, maybe the one where he has the Keep on Tolkien merch shirt.
It's like an action pose
with the dwarf on it.
Oh yeah, with the key.
But yeah, so I'll time you for a minute and just try and imagine this stranger was just like, "Hey, what's up with that dwarf?"
Well, if you're talking about our merch, I think that's the one with the guy who has a key and a map in his ass. Is that right?
Right, because we made a joke years and years ago.
Did that make it to the merch store? I'm wondering now.
I haven't seen anything like that.
I think it's on the merch store.
Is it on the merch store? Because it was in the works. I don't know if I ever posted it, but yeah, it was. If you want it, let us know, guys. But it's because we made a joke years ago about how was it Thrain?
I think it was Thrain Thorin's father.
Thorin's father. He the Ring of Power was taken from him, but the key and the map of Erebor was somehow not taken by Sauron at the dungeon of Dol Guldur
While he was in prison.
So we wondered, how must this be?
His prison pocket.
And if we know anything about prison,
it's a very polite way of
we've read a lot of Stephen King books, you know what I mean? So we know about prison and we know where things are kept in prison. So we did there is a merch.
We've never been to prison. We don't know shit.
We've never been to prison.
Okay, maybe the shirt was a bad maybe just pretend it's just Gimli. It's
yeah.
It's just Gimli on the shirt.
Okay, so he's a really cool character from this book/movie/game/franchise that I love.
Hell yeah.
And he's probably the best ever.
Yep.
He's really good at killing orcs.
Sure is.
He is open to change. You know, I'd really say he's a very good, role model for accepting change. Because, he does that. Like dwarves, they're not supposed to really like elves, but he's open to it. And he ends up becoming friends with Legolas, and then he ends up being open to, going and seeing Galadriel, and he falls in love with Galadriel. He's great. He's a great character. He's great to being a great character for promoting openness.
I love that.
Okay.
I feel like a minute is a long time to ramble on to one person without giving them any chance to respond to you.
No. This person will get no such chance to respond.
Ask you the question, you just go
to
on
our tirade.
I was thinking of interjecting and being like, "Who's Galadriel?
What is an orc?
He's a little person."
Shut the fuck up, Joe. Yeah.
Okay, that was good. Okay, do you want to do Aragorn, Danny?
Yeah. So remind me what I have to do before I'm getting anxious anxiety.
It's literally like this guy just comes into the elevator with you and is like, "Who's that guy?
Aragorn?
Who's that guy in your shirt?"
Yeah, describe.
And it's Aragorn on your shirt.
Okay, 100%. This is the task I was born to do. Like if somebody was just like explaining Aragorn to me, I'd be like, "There's a million other people that could probably do this, but I could do this the best." Right here, let's do it. Okay.
I'm going. The timer's going.
Oh no, you got to start it over.
Okay.
You got to start it over.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Aragorn is what's called the 16th chieftain of the Dunedain, and what these are a disposed king of the northern Númenóreans, right? And Aragorn is what he is he's seeking to reunite these two thrones, right? These ancient thrones that deserve to be reunited and deserve to call men to the greatness that they used to be, right? And that's his.
He's making men great again.
Right. He's making Númenóreans great again.
God damn it.
No, he's not a fascist. Aragorn is a populist. There's a difference, okay?
You sounded truly offended at that.
I'm so offended. I will fight if somebody comes up to me in a bar and they ask me to, if they talk shit about Aragorn, I'll fight them. I will.
I'll fight a fictional character.
Okay, this is my floor, but I'll check it out, man.
Yeah.
Went from 1 to 32.
That's how it would. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Google it. That's what I tell them.
All right. Do you want to do Legolas, Trevor?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I got the t-shirt.
Please do Legolas.
I got the t-shirt pitch.
Please do.
All right, starting now.
Oh, this shirt? Oh, this was made in China. No, this is just a cool shirt, I thought. And it's green because, it's my favorite color. Nah, but seriously, no, it's an elf. And elves are pretty cool. They live forever. It's part of this, like, Lord of the Rings series. I don't know if you've heard of it, seen these shows. But he lives forever, and I kind of really aspire to that. So I would just...
From these cool movies called The Hobbit movies.
I just kind of want to live forever.
I strive to live forever.
But, they fight wars for good, There's a lot of really cool story things, and, like, he can walk on top of snow, which is super dope. I wish I could do that.
It's true. I saw you pick up that bottle of Don Julio's right as I picked up my bottle of vodka. Do you think that's a coinky dink?
Anyway, he's part of a hero's journey, all right? He goes with this collection of 9 people to take this ring to Mount Doom. It's like this big, cool story. Like, if you're into high fantasy, like, you should probably listen to it. I could go on and on, but this is my floor, so I'm going to get off.
Fantasy's not really my thing.
Well, fuck you. We do like bows and arrows?
More of a sci-fi guy, actually.
It's so funny that you make that joke because people, like, have asked me before, like, what is your opinion on high fantasy today? And I'm like, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Other than Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and, like, maybe Percy Jackson, I don't read all that much fantasy. I'm a sci-fi guy.
I'm the same way.
Yeah,
except I like high fantasy in general.
Like, I'm a Bradbury guy. I'm a fucking Asimov guy. You know,
Asimov,
like,
Ray Bradbury.
Yeah, like those are the guys that
a Dick guy.
Yeah, Philip K. Dick guy. Hell yeah. No, all the
Charles
greats.
Dickens. I know you love Charles Dickens.
No, Asimov. If I
love all those Dick authors.
If any of you guys out there are like kind of like the opposite of me, and you're trying to get into sci-fi, but you love Tolkien, check out Isaac Asimov. He is basically the sci-fi equivalent of Tolkien. Wouldn't you agree, Joel? I mean,
I think that's a very apt.
Just like the amount of just
in the manner of like his influence on the genre. All in all, Asimov wrote and published way more than Tolkien ever did. That guy, more. I imagine Asimov was like Stephen King and just sat in a closet and wrote shit his entire life.
Literally, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really? They both did that?
He was what they call a claustrophiliac, like a claustrophobiac.
I don't know.
I've never heard this term.
No, he would sit in a closet and write for like hours a day.
I don't know if he did as many drugs as Stephen King, but
probably not. No. Stephen King in the 70s was all cocaine and cigarettes. Yeah.
Well, okay. Hey, that was fun. What was the question that led to that?
It was
fantastic. Who the fuck asked that?
That was because Eleanor's original suggestion was she thought it'd be funny if you guys did like a drunk history episode or something.
100%. Eleanor is she recently got into the show, and she's a fantastic friend of the show.
Well, she at least recently joined the Discord.
The Discord.
I'm curious,
I don't know how recently she's been listening.
What is a drunk history like? We get drunk and try to.
Oh, have you seen the show or heard of the show called Drunk History?
So the premise is that you take a random historical event or person, and you get a person who's kind of funny,
very drunk,
very very drunk, and you go, explain that to me.
Oh boy!
Somebody who's somewhat knowledgeable on the subject.
Yeah,
which all them three of you are. Them and the host get drunk, kind of like hot ones when they eat hot wings, but instead they get drunk. And then the host is like, "Hey, explain the history of Winston Churchill to me," or whatever the fuck. And this drunk ass person just stumbles through this hilariously drunken story of a historical figure.
Could be eating hot wings too.
Hell yeah!
Make it extra.
And drunk. Honestly, if we were drunk, I would love some. We are drunk actually, and I would love some hot wings.
Did you? Speaking of being drunk, did you drink that last thing that
I did? But let me do it again. Here, I'm taking another vodka swig.
Okay,
I took a swig without thinking.
I have some tequila here that we threatened to drink.
Tequila?
Hey, hold on.
Are you stopping the fun bus right now?
No. I'm giving it meaning.
Oh,
okay. All right. Okay.
So, like so many serial killers.
This was our last question, right, Joe?
Yeah, we're moving into Tolkien Always Wins next.
Thank you everybody for your questions.
Yeah,
you guys.
We literally adore you fans. We love it so much,
and we're gonna drink to you right now.
Yeah, we do this for you.
This next shot is for all you fuckers on the Discord. We love you so much, honestly. When I wake up and there's something on the Discord, it makes my day happy. It's a
great start to the
day. It's a great start to
and
the
I'm up
day.
at like 6 a.m. every day, guys. And I see that shit too, and it's awesome.
And you fucking foreigners on the other side of this crazy rock, you post in the middle of the night, and I wake up to it. And it's awesome.
Hey, but they're not foreign because to us they're family.
Right, they're family. Of course. How can you be foreign and family? Thank you, Trevor. 100%.
100%. All right, cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Guys. Cheers. Don Julio.
Hail the victorious dead.
Hail the victorious dead. R.I.P. Bernard Hill. He died this year.
Bernard Hill. Was it that really just this year, 2024?
I think it was.
I think so.
God damn.
I'm real excited.
I sat and cried.
The next section of this episode, guys.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you guys ready for some Tolkien Always Wins?
Yes. Let me drink
drink
alcohol.
Drink.
Okay.
All right. Let's get into it.
All right. Here we go.
Tolkien Always Wins. They have to explain why the Tolkien character would win. So the first one is
what's the format of it? It's is it like a 1v1 kind of thing, right?
It's usually
1v1, 1v2, maybe 1v3, maybe. We'll see.
So Tolkien person versus anybody else
versus who
in any
real
fandom
or fictional
versus whoever the fuck
they want, and
real or imagined,
and we have to argue why the Tolkien character wins.
Right,
always wins.
Yep, we got some good submissions this year.
Hell yeah!
The first one we have is Geralt the Witcher.
Wait, hold on. Are we doing this person by person or by group?
Oh, so
person by person, I think.
I believe the way that we do this is we read it off and then we each give our reasons.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay. So Geralt the Witcher versus Mr. Balrog, a.k.a. Durin's Bane.
Mr. Balrog.
Oh, you guys had to hit me with a Witcher, didn't you?
This really sucks.
That is the one thing that gives me pause because that's
his job.
His job, literally.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know much about The Witcher other than that he's Polish, and I'm fucking Polish.
Well, he's not Polish,
And
but
it's
the
hard.
inventors are.
And it's hard. It's hard to go Polish against Polish.
He eats a lot of Polish sausage in the game.
We are sausage and pierogies, my friend. You know,
Witchers take potions that poison, like 1 in 3 people die from this.
Sure, I understand. I don't know much about the Witcher franchise other than that it's Polish, baby.
It's a pretty cool
And
franchise.
I find it hard.
They recently announced Witcher 4 is coming out.
I saw that
and
trailer.
It
It was
looks
awesome.
But
very cool.
Ooh, can I go first then?
Forgive me, who was the person that was against The Witcher?
The Balrog. Durin's
The
Bane?
Balrog. Yep.
Okay, well,
Whoever wants to start, let's start.
Trevor,
with
you
Can I-
go first.
Okay, I want to start. Okay, so here's the thing. Geralt would put up like a really good fight.
Are we talking about specifically Geralt of Rivia?
Yes, Geralt of Rivia.
Okay.
He would put up a really good fight against the Balrog, but I mean the Balrog would win because he's so big and he just
that's right. We have to argue.
and, and the Balrog shoots flames, and I feel like it would be an epic battle. Like this would be a battle more epic than Gandalf versus Durin's Bane throughout like all of the mines of Moria and everything, like to the mountaintops, whatever. Geralt would go hard, but it would not result in a tie. Durin's Bane would flatten him with his whip and just rip off his head. Like it would happen. The Witcher, none of his potions are going to matter. He ain't got shit on Durin's Bane.
Okay.
But it would be epic.
So, can I go next?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would say that Durin's Bane would challenge the Witcher specifically on a bridge over a bottomless chasm, and then, if need be, the Balrog would maybe feign a trip and purposely fall and use his whip to whip up and grab the Witcher around the leg and pull him down the bottomless pit with him. Doesn't matter what potions you got drunk. If he pulls you down a bottomless pit, man, you're falling.
I forget what the fall damage was like in Witcher 3.
I don't know.
It depends on if you're on the horse or not.
That's true. Yeah.
Roach, will you save me this time?
Roach. That's a good roach.
So, okay.
Roach is the name of the horse.
Here's what I have to say. And it has a lot to do with what I said earlier. Is that The Witcher's Polish.
Okay, he is not Polish.
For the
It's
sense
a Polish
of this
game studio.
for this argument,
studio.
The Witcher is Polish, okay? And the Polish
Poland
guess
doesn't
what?
exist in the Witcher universe
Get the-
or in the
it's-
Lord of the Rings universe.
Let me just so I can
Isn't the author Polish? Isn't that where that?
right.
Yeah.
It's from a
Yeah,
Polish
and the game studio.
The game's
And
but
I
I don't even know if the author of the book that it originated from is Polish.
He
And me-
is.
I think he's
okay.
Polish.
Myself and my family are very Polish, and what I want to say is that we're used to defeat, right?
Remind me the name
We're
of the
used
game
to
studio.
we're used to glorious defeat. We're used to being
CD Projekt
for
Red.
eventually losing, but in an awesome, glorious way, right? Like watch the Polish war film Kanał with a K, right? To understand what I'm talking about.
Is that like a Mortal
When-
Kombat adaptation?
when I say
No.
no,
It's a lot sadder
It's a
than
lot
that.
sadder than that. But I'm saying when I'm talking about glorious defeat in Polish people, that's what I'm talking about, right? Like we're used to glorious defeat, and that is why the Geralt will lose.
Geralt.
Thank
Whatever
you.
the fuck his name is.
Hard G.
Put some respect on his name.
I just know he's Polish. That's all I know.
Geralt is not
He's
Polish.
not Polish.
I know everything. You know what I'm saying? But he's doomed, is what I'm saying. Because I'm Polish and we're all doomed, is what I'm saying.
Okay, well,
And I know there are Polish listeners out there.
Hold on.
Michał, which is one of our Polish listeners, they'll agree.
I feel
I'm
like
sure.
your logic is flawed though because he is not Polish. So you're kind of
I'm drunk enough
Also,
to know
like-
that he is Polish.
Hold on. What is Durin's Bane even doing to win? Is he just standing there and it's like, oh, you're Polish, so you lost?
Well, no, he's like this is a Polish person, a man of high Slavic lineage that will lose in a glorious fashion.
Balrog
That
recognizes
if this glorious person has to fall, it will be in the most glorious fashion possible. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying.
You chose the weirdest angle to approach this from, but okay.
all right. I guess it got it. I guess we'll accept that.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
crack
we'll take
a.
it.
For the sake of
Thank you.
moving on to the
Thank
next
you.
score.
For the sake of moving on, let's do that.
I'll crack a fresh one to the sake
Thank
of
you.
moving on.
To all the Polish, let's do that.
All right. Next one we have is King Kong versus Huan. Juan?
That's mean.
Monkey versus dog?
Yeah.
I love King Kong. That's really.
Oh, sure.
He's
Joel,
like one of
Joel,
my
you
other-
should start then.
It's like one of my favorite franchises.
I know.
Okay, so I'd say that I don't know. Juan teamed up with maybe
he doesn't get to team up.
Luthien and Baron.
Joel, this is a 1v1. He doesn't
Yeah,
get
this
team
is a
ups.
1v1.
I'm getting to that. Okay, so first of all, Juan, he knows Godzilla is like the king of all monsters.
No,
right?
it's King Kong.
Oh, it's King Kong.
It's
I'm
King
thinking
Kong.
Godzilla.
Oh, no.
Okay, King Kong. Oh, okay, it's a monkey. Well, technically, he's smarter than
whoa,
Godzilla.
whoa, what
He's
the
an
fuck?
ape. He's
Hold
a
on.
great ape.
Okay,
Thank
we don't
you.
need to. We
Thank
don't
you.
need to get into the.
Thank you.
Okay.
I took anthropology and I take offense to that.
King Kong's
Everybody's
not
getting
real.
so riled up.
So Juan,
Gorillas are apes. All right, guys?
Juan hooks up with his friends, Luthien and Baron, right?
Gross.
They go around, they find some other apes. They murder them in cold blood.
Oh, Jesus.
They skin them. They
Yeah.
use their skins, and he has Luthien and Baron wear the skins,
The ape
of the
skins?
apes.
Hell
and
yeah.
then they pretend to be apes, and then they go and they find King Kong, and they're like, hey, look, I'm an ape too. And they lure King Kong using their skin fells. And then Huron comes and he kind of, fuck, I was going to say he grabs him by the neck, but King Kong is huge.
Do you think? Hold on. Do you think these apes, these people in apes costumes, do you think they took a second to film the immortal opening segment of Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey? Do you think they took the time to do that?
Took a beat just to record.
They just took a beat to record
the 2001
the
Space Odyssey
fucking
intro.
immortal beginning of Stanley Kubrick's 2001.
You know, that was such great costuming. I can't imagine it would have been anything else.
It had to have been actual ape skins, right?
Actual ape skins.
That is KOT fucking sponsored.
I would say Huan would recruit the help of his friends over in Valinor, and they would overcome him with the help of the Valar. Because I have no fucking clue how else Huan would
just
overcome
Huan
King
would-
Kong.
He's the he's the hound of the friggin' Valinor, dude.
I have a way.
Oh, okay.
that I
Go
think
for
would
it, Trevor.
win.
Go for
Trev,
it.
Trev, do it.
So it's canon that Huan gets to speak 3 times, right?
True.
Indeed.
Right. Okay. So that means that his words have to be very important.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think that he would use those 3 times to really speak to King Kong. You know, just really talk him down from his high
Oh, you
horse.
think he uses charisma?
I think he uses. Yeah, he uses his riz.
Uses his riz.
He rizzed him up.
He rizzed him up and he talked him down, and he actually converted him to be an ally.
He rizzed him the fuck up.
I think he turned him around with the and then he died, of course, because that's what happens after he speaks 3 times.
You're right.
I'm converting to whatever religion Trevor's selling, and I am with him.
That's what you're saying
him.
also.
My sword is with you, Trevor.
You have my axe.
You,
Are we sick if
You have
King
my
Kong
sword.
was in the Return of the King?
oh, that'd be sick.
Okay. This
Return
is
of the Kong.
You remember last year? What was it in the Halloween special last year with the King Kong and
yeah, Godzilla.
and Godzilla Lord of the Rings crossover?
It's
That
kind of
was-
sweet.
That was
Oh,
bizarre. Remember the taste of irradiated strawberries? I remember
that was a great line.
That fucking killed me, dude. I love that.
That was great. That
Well,
was fantastic.
It's funny
This
that
is
we
a great show. If you're not if you've ever listened to this show before, it's fucking good.
It's pretty good.
It's fucking pretty good. You should tune in.
It's funny you bring up Godzilla because the next question is Godzilla
Oh,
versus Farmer Maggot.
oh yeah.
Do you want to start, Danny, since we've been going?
Yeah, let's.
Good luck.
Fuck yeah.
How does Farmer Maggot take down Godzilla?
So I don't know if you know what Riz is.
You're just falling
Farmer
back on the
Maggot-
Riz now again?
No, but Farmer Maggot has the highest Riz of any character
What makes you say that?
because he, at the beginning of the story, when the Nazgul were most desperate looking for the ring, he looked at one in the face and was like, "Who the fuck are you? This is my neighborhood. Get the fuck out of here."
That's true. He did tell him to fuck off.
Yeah, he looked at a Nazgul in the face and was like, "Fuck you, dog."
Didn't they say like
you
they'd
think-
be back, and he was basically like, "Don't
He's
bother"?
like, "I can come back with gold," is what he said, Joel. And he says, "There'll be none of that, sir. get the fuck out of here.
Pretty sure that's a quote.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty close.
So you think he would do that to Godzilla? Drunk, he'd just tell him to fuck off?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If he looked at a Nazgul, that could have been the Witch King. We don't know for sure.
Right. It could have been.
It could have been. Could have very well been.
It might have well have been.
It might have really been. the fucking Witch King.
The Witch King.
The very fucking Witch King.
Hold on. Witch King?
Which one?
Witch King?
Wait, are you talking about that?
Were you talking
that
about?
One or the...
Oh, God.
Fuck.
Who's on
Damn,
first?
we lost it again. Which king?
So your answer is he would just tell Godzilla to fuck off and Godzilla would leave?
Yeah. Okay. He has that high of charisma.
Sort of like a Baldur's Gate.
If you were playing
the 20,
yeah, like a Baldur's Gate
20.
If you were playing Fallout, it would be level 100 from the get-go. That is Farmer Maggot.
His riz.
Farmer Maggot has riz enough to talk to Tom Bombadil, to know this character by name. They know each other. That's how much riz Farmer Maggot has. Are you kidding me, man?
So hold on, you're telling me that Godzilla would listen to reason?
Yes.
Okay.
He would be like, damn, I fucked up here, and I ended up running into
You're right.
the most rizzed up character.
You're right. I am the monster.
Do you guys have another way that Farmer Maggot wins?
I do, but let's let Jill take it.
Okay, so
how does Farmer Maggot beat Godzilla?
So Farmer Maggot would go into Mrs. Maggot and would say, "Hey, Mrs. Maggot, wouldn't you go back and grab some of our mushroom crops?
Oh, you gotta get them shrooms."
Turns out Farmer Maggot's been growing more than just portobellas back there.
Oh, more than just the tasty mushrooms?
He's been growing psychedelic mushrooms, and he takes
kind of mushrooms that make you see the Valar?
He takes his psychedelic mushrooms that Mrs. Maggot's been growing, and he gives them to Wolf, Fang, and Grip.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Wolf, Fang, and Grip go tripping balls, and turns out it was more than just mushrooms, and they get like hulked out, just like the early 2000s Hulk film with the poodles.
Motherfucker! I was like, you're literally describing Ang Lee's Hulk! Oh my god!
And we have 3 hulked out dogs.
Which, bringing that up, that's a very underrated film.
It is a really underrated film.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna have you on the podcast anymore if you keep talking
everyone
about
go
Ang Lee's
check
Hulk.
out Ang Lee's Hulk.
Get the fuck
Buy the 4K.
I'll never forget that like
those poodles and stuff. Yeah, the irradiated dogs that attack.
What a shitty movie. I saw that when I was 12 years old. I saw Ang Lee's Hulk when I was 12 years old, and I was like, what a piece of shit film. I was like, I can't believe I spent $7 to see this piece of shit film at 3:30 in the afternoon. Fuck this! I'm so bad.
I am unfamiliar with this movie, Joel. I need to know what the end. How
Eric Bana Hulk.
So in
Nick Nolte.
I don't know what year, early 2000s.
No, I don't want the movie. I want what your conclusion is to this.
Well,
so
it's not
Tolkien
a conclusion, but
so the super beefed up dogs, Wolf, Fang, and Grip that have been beefed up by the psychedelic mushrooms would then attack. Was it Godzilla? Right,
Godzilla,
and take him down that way.
In the film, it was the Hulk. Though.
Yeah,
3 irradiated dogs attacked the Hulk.
Nick Nolte,
I gotcha. Okay, all right.
American treasure. Nick Nolte commanded 3 irradiated poodles to attack Eric Bana as the Hulk.
I think
that
only one of them.
I guess
it was 3 dogs. One was a poodle. One was like a goddamn like pit bull or some shit. I can't.
You say that it sounds cool, Trevor.
I mean,
as a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old in the theater, it was not.
That's how you know it's
good. It was
good.
a waste of my $7. Is what it was.
I'm sorry
Trevor.
that you had to experience that trauma.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, what was your answer for Farmer Maggot?
Okay, so my answer would be, I like to think of Maggot as more of a moniker. It's not like his real name. The Maggot actually refers to his like underground secret group of petty dwarfs, like meme, like we were talking about.
It's a nickname.
So he actually has like a whole underground group of dwarves that help him on the farm, but nobody notices. And they're all his maggots. right, Farmer Maggot, and they swarm Godzilla and they take him down like a group of fucking maggots, parasites, eating him alive. They just devour him whole as a group.
Okay, All right, next Tolkien always wins.
Hell yeah.
Rosie Cotton versus Thor.
What the fuck?
Yo, I think you all missed the point.
Like the God of Thunder. I think they definitely understand the point.
Yeah,
of the
they want to make you work.
They're working us.
Oh my god. Okay, all right. So the only thing I can think of, I'm just gonna go absurdist on this. So like, at least in the movie, it seemed like she worked in the tavern in the Shire. Right?
He did.
She was a working girl.
So I'm gonna say that hobbits being so used to the drinking that they do, that she somehow drinks him into alcohol poisoning and he dies.
Ah, I like that.
Yeah.
Because Thor is a drinker, from what we know.
Yeah, even though he's a god, like what whatever. She made it work.
Yeah, sure.
It's that special Hobbit brew.
The Hobbit brew.
Yeah.
The Green Dragon brew.
The Green Dragon.
I'm going to say that she outbreeds Thor.
Breeds?
The only reason I say that is because doesn't her and Sam...
Strange.
No. Shut the fuck up. You all shut up. He's right. He's right.
So in the Fourth Age,
listen to him.
Rosie Cotton and Sam Gamgee, don't they have like 10 fucking kids or some shit?
13 children.
Kids? Okay, so that's what I'm. That's
a
all
lot of
I'm.
kids.
That's all I'm good. I'm trying to think of something unique about Rosie Cotton. She has many kids, so I was like, okay, she has so many children. She basically breeds an army to fight Thor.
So basically, what I'm saying is that, like,
would it matter though? Would 13 baby hobbits be able to beat Thor?
Not baby hobbits.
Well, hold on. Is this Marvel's Thor or is this like Norse Thor?
Regardless,
either way.
I assumed a Marvel Thor.
I was thinking
either
Marvel
way.
Thor when
what
I said
am I
what
supposed
I said.
to say here?
Yeah.
I mean,
Fucking either way. No. Rosie Cotton is a number one example
Of a very fertile lady.
No, not necessarily fertile.
We should probably stop talking
staple.
about the fertility.
No, a staple of the community, right? Like, she grew up in a time when the Shire was decimated by war, right?
true.
And what did she do? What is the number one thing we need to do after a large catastrophe? And that's repopulate the earth.
Jesus Christ.
Right? And what did Rosie do? But take the seed of Sam.
Okay, wait. So what?
13 times.
What does this have to do with?
13 times.
What does this
That's
have to
just
do
the
with
ones we
beating
know
Thor,
about.
though?
Thor would recognize all the shit that I'm saying, and he would never raise a hand against Rosie.
What about a hammer?
A hammer. Mjolnir would not be raised in violence against this woman. That's what I'm saying. He would recognize her as
like due to her virtue.
Yeah, as a virtue.
Okay,
Thor,
sure, okay.
Thor is a god who is of a good nature, right?
Sure, yeah.
So
No,
you're saying this is like a game recognized game situation?
Exactly. Thank you, Trevor. God, I love you. We need to hang out more.
Oh my god.
Okay, those are some
It's like one of the few
creative
people you
answer.
hang out
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, well, we gotta do it more, man.
All right,
Okay, next one.
they're making you work with the next one too.
Yeah.
Bill the Pony versus Megatron.
What the
Okay. I am
Hold on,
motivated.
which
I am motivated
Megatron?
here
That's old.
because Bill the Pony is the shit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the reason that the Watcher in the Water did not attack the Fellowship while they initially arrived at the doors of Durin is because Bill the Pony
intimidated by Bill the fucking Pony.
Bill the Pony. It wasn't until Bill the Pony left that the Watcher in the Water attacked.
Exactly.
Therefore, Bill the Pony obviously possesses some great power that other wild creatures recognize.
Right. They recognized. I mean, they were like,
Is
oh,
Megatron
shit.
a wild creature?
Well,
Megatron is
on the planet that he's from.
I guess he is an alien.
from the Autobot planet or whatever. They're natural. They're natural to their planet environment.
To their natural environment, you know.
Right.
So in a way, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So okay, all right. I'm gonna change this up. I'm gonna say that
Trevor's like, you guys are morons.
so Megatron, right? We're thinking Decepticon, right? Well, if you go way back,
okay.
if you go way back, we have
I don't
something.
know. Honestly,
Hold on.
I don't know much about the lore.
That's fine. But if you go way back, we have Beast Wars, which is right. Which is when the Autobots Decepticon universe they were all animals
in the 90s
when they transformed. Yeah, way back.
Yeah.
So Bill the Pony is actually an Autobot in hiding, right? As Bill the Pony, and he wields the Allspark.
Oh, Jesus!
And he just wrecks Megatron because he's so powerful.
Nice.
Yo,
that was a good answer. I like the Beast Wars inclusion.
Yeah, somebody who's
like
at least knowledgeable with the Transformers lore. Thank you.
I used to love those action figures where you'd get it'd be a leopard and then it would transform.
Yeah, dude, I had the McDonald's toys. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of weird. I don't want Trevor to be put on the spot or anything, but he's been telling me, emailing me personally,
emailing you. What is this? 2009?
Emailing me for years about wanting to start a Transformers podcast.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, he's really into the lore and the Michael Bay films in particular, and he just really wants to start a podcast about it. So
yeah, I really think Megan Fox should come back. In that movie.
If you guys want to hop on the Discord and encourage Trevor to start that Transformers podcast, that'd be cool.
Disclaimer: please recognize this as satire.
All right, those are some creative answers.
Nice.
All right, this next one: Hamfast Gamgee or the Gaffer versus Danny, Joel, and Trevor.
Oh wow!
This is no contest.
You think he'd kick your ass?
The Gaffer would. The Gaffer would wipe the floor with all three of us.
Again, I'd like to just point out that there is Danny, Joel, and Trevor, and then there's also Wolf, Fang, and Grip.
Oh no, that's Farmer Maggot.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
He's talking about Gaffer Gamgee.
Gaffer Gamgee.
Gaffer. Yeah. Fuck me. He'd trim us all down to size.
Yeah. Gaffer Gamgee's a master
Is it
gardener.
like an adult circumcision?
Yeah. He will
I don't know.
trim,
He's a master gardener. Isn't
he will trim our foreskins down to a manageable.
That's your answer.
to make it look bigger than it did before. You know what I mean? I love circumcision jokes.
Oh my God. Okay. Gaffer Gamgee versus. I'm sorry.
Us.
Versus you
fucking
three.
us, dude.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I think we would all just
we have to argue how we're wimps and we're going to
Listen,
lose this.
no.
Well, he's a
no,
gardener.
no.
Maybe he'll poison us with something.
No, guys.
Bro, he's
guys.
worked. We work jobs.
Listen.
But do we work hard jobs like fucking gardening? He's going to murder us.
That doesn't even matter, all right? We would all be so starstruck by being transported into a Lord of the Rings place that we would just look at him as he slaughtered us.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know.
we'd be
We wouldn't know
dumbfounded.
what to. Yeah, we would be dumbfounded.
Okay. All right.
I would just request that he grind my corpse to feed his taters. You know?
Oh, fertilize.
Just for the next season of taters to
And then
be
you could be
Oh my
eaten
God.
and digested.
Okay, all right.
by
for
it.
then the whole Shire will enjoy my
I feel like there
my
needs
deposition into the soil.
there needs to be a
would
horror
be
movie
part of the
about
world.
and I will
the
be
gaffer
part of them forever.
where he turns everybody into fertilizer. Like that's his
That's Farmer Maggie's thing.
That's his
Turns
Yeah.
out to be
gaffer.
fertilizer.
The gaffer.
Or,
The
I'm
gaffer.
sorry. God
Again.
damn it. The gaffer.
But he would turn
Gamgee,
us all
same
into
thing.
fertilizer, and then maybe we'd be some good hops for beer or something.
I mean, there's the Popeye horror. There's the the Winnie the Pooh horror.
Blood and
Maybe
honey.
maybe they will do a gaffer.
all these recently what are they recently
Public domain.
public domain
Yeah.
characters? Yeah.
I still want to see those.
Is there a Steamboat Willie horror yet?
That's
It's
coming
coming.
out.
It's
That's coming
coming.
out. Yeah.
It's coming,
no
friend.
way.
Yeah.
It's coming, friend.
All right, what do we got next?
All right. Next, Tolkien always wins. First Age Sauron versus Art the Clown.
Oh.
This is actually kind of tough.
Yeah, if you guys are unfamiliar with who Art the Clown is,
He's a clown.
you haven't been listening to the horror
More,
community lately.
more specifically, he's a mime.
He's a mime, yeah.
which is,
that's
I
another
learned
thing.
recently, is a type of clown.
Is a type. Thank you. Me and Joel, yeah, we got into this. Art the Clown is a mime, which is a subtype of clown.
I had no
which
idea.
it's actually a French
I was going to say, it's a French.
subtype of clown. Yeah.
Makers
So,
of mayonnaise.
The mayonnaise. You know what's crazy? Did you know that the country of Chile eats more mayonnaise than anybody in the Western Hemisphere?
I don't know. I think I eat more
That
mayonnaise
is so
than any
off
other country.
topic.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
It's true.
how Sauron and Art the Clown? Like, what would this battle
First
look like?
Stage Sauron versus Art the Clown.
Yeah, First Age Sauron, he's a sly guy. He's got his iterations, in the Tower of Tolkien.
Tolkien, yeah, Tolkien, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, he stands no chance. Who was our opponent again?
Art the Clown.
Wow.
I'm very drunk, you guys. I'm so sorry. Art the Clown. Oh, one of my favorite characters. Art the Clown. I just adore him. He would not win because he is not a Tolkien character.
That's the point, yeah.
Yeah. You see,
That's the
Art
object.
the Clown is defeated at the end of the first film and at the end of the second film.
Is he, though?
Spoiler alert. I'm sorry. This is very high. I don't mean to recently, spoil those films for you, but he's defeated.
What the fuck?
So, he is not invincible, right? If you've seen the films. So, I think we should definitely find a way to bring down Art the Clown.
I think I got a way.
How's that?
What's your way?
Okay, so I haven't seen Terrifier 3.
Dude, you should honestly come over tomorrow.
Listen, I know.
And we should watch all three of them because they fucking rule.
All right, off topic though. I think that Sauron, being the conniving son of a bitch that he is, that he'd be able to weasel his way in place of that little demon girl that ends up resurrecting
from
Art
the
second film. I think that he would be able to weasel his way into being in her place and then direct Art the Clown into a situation where he would defeat himself.
Yo, for somebody who hasn't seen the film,
Interesting. All right.
that tracks.
I've seen the first two movies.
Oh, you have seen the first two.
I was going to say, he's definitely speaking
right.
as though somebody...
Never mind, Trev. I thought you hadn't seen any of the films. I'm sorry.
He actually began his statement by saying...
Like I said, I drank a lot. You know what I mean? This is Don Julio's Don Julio's nearly fucking gone.
This is really Don Julio's fault.
This is Don Julio's fault.
Fuck you, Don Julio.
Anyway, Joel,
you have downed 3/4 of that bottle.
No, oh my God, there's very little.
It's us as a collective.
Ah.
But Joel, how do you think Sauron beats Art the Clown?
First Age Sauron versus Art the Clown. First Age Sauron makes me think of Sauron on Tolkien, where he's got his Halloween creatures, werewolves, vampires. So I'm thinking he's going to sick Theringlethel and probably who's the Lord of Werewolves? Again, I know I should know this off the top of my head, but I'm fucking a little bit drunk.
Jacob from Twilight.
Yeah, it's Jacob, dude. It's what's that Taylor? What's that Taylor dude?
He kind of fell off.
What the fuck is his name? The Twilight guy. Taylor, man.
So that's you think the werewolves and stuff.
Thank you, Trevor. The only person here who's read the books. Thank you, Trevor.
Okay, sure. I'll accept that shame.
Dude, no, it's funny. Yeah, because I brought up on the podcast many times, Trevor's a very, very smart person that doesn't read a lot of books. But for some reason, he's read all the Twilight books.
What can I say? As a teenager, I liked the romance.
Yeah. Was it a lady?
Was it a what?
Was it for a lady?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Haven't you seen the Parks and Rec episode?
I have, yes. Okay.
Well, to conclude my answer, he's going to send, I think First Age Sauron will send Theringlethel and Draugluin to go fuck up Art the Clown.
And Art stands no chance.
Yeah, no chance. I mean,
they're magical creatures, one flies, and one's a fucking vampire.
Here's the thing. Art the Clown can be defeated, but will he be back for another terrific sequel that'll defy the laws of what it means to be an unrated film?
I guess someone's going to have to ask this question next year.
Yeah, next
it'll happen
year.
To find that epic.
What 2025 when Terrifier 4 hits?
What if there's an Art the Clown for every age?
Yeah, they will. Art the Clown will live forever.
What's the next one, Joe?
Thanks for the next question.
Next question is J.R.R. versus C.S. Lewis and George Orwell.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, I actually read a story where George Orwell killed an elephant.
Georgia elephant killed an Orwell?
Yeah, it's literally
Why did he kill an elephant?
Because he was stationed in South Africa, and the elephant had to be put down. I can't remember the reason. It
was a mercy thing.
No, there's literally...
So hold on. When you say elephant, it kind of sounds similar to elf.
Orwell fans are literally losing their mind right now. There's a short story by George Orwell called The Slaying of an Elephant, and it was about when he was an officer in South Africa, and they killed an elephant, and the villagers ate it.
So you're saying, but how does Tolkien beat this guy if he's an elephant killer, right?
George Orwell. I mean,
If he's an elephant killer,
I'm sorry, George
if
Orwell.
he can kill an elephant, he can kill a man.
Not only did George Orwell kill an elephant, but he did serve in the Spanish Civil War.
Okay.
But also,
Tolkien was in the trenches, wasn't he?
Tolkien was in the trenches.
First World War.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
that's his trauma that sparked this whole universe.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, we're dealing with a bunch of badasses here.
Yeah, but
like,
Tolkien always wins, and this is Tolkien himself.
I know. I'm just saying that this is a fight.
Well, can I be pedantic for a second here?
Yes.
Can I just say Tolkien is not actually a Tolkien character, so technically no one wins here.
But Tolkien always wins. It kind of fits.
Okay. You're right.
Also, this
Tolkien
could have
always
happened
wins.
IRL.
You think Tolkien and George Orwell beat the shit out of each other?
Maybe they got drunk one night and had a
That'd
fight.
be fucking funny. Yeah.
C.S. Lewis was on the sidelines like, round 2, go!
Fighting about the Spanish Civil War like we all do online, right?
Here's the thing. I haven't read most of the books that any of these authors have put out, so I don't really have a lot of good information to go off of. But based on the fact that I have more Tolkien fandom in me than any of the other ones, I just feel like Tolkien is like, he'll just supercharge me. He'll go Super Saiyan, and he'll just Kamehameha.
He'll pull out like a tobacco pipe and go, and my power level is past over 9,000.
Oh, spirit bomb! Yep.
I would say if I'm not trying to bring it down at all, but like I am both a Tolkien fan and an Orwell fan.
Well, then you don't get to choose here, though.
I will say that Orwell loses because his outlook is more negative than Tolkien's.
He's a pessimist.
Tolkien wins through
he's more
friendship.
dystopian, right? Like his stories are dystopian.
What about C.S. Lewis?
And about how we fail. Is C.S. Lewis part of this question?
Yeah,
yes. It's a 1v2. It's a 1v2.
Yeah, it's a 1v2 versus C.S. Lewis and George Orwell.
Wait, so George Orwell has to be defeated as long as C.S. Lewis?
Also,
C.S. Lewis and George Orwell.
Well, C.S. Lewis just like he totally missed the point on allegory, right?
That's why
Aslan's an allegory, isn't he?
Is he really?
Well, I think that's the point. I think he's saying the point that he included allegory at all is a failure.
Thank you. I say this while I'm still a George Orwell fan.
So what?
Ironic.
Tolkien just beat his ass? Is that?
Does Tolkien just gloat over him because he's better, or what? Like what?
Yeah, dude.
Tolkien outrights him.
No, my point was, sorry, I remembered my point now. George Orwell's point is about how we fucked up, right? And how we've always, like, it's about how we fucked up. But, like, Tolkien is how we can work together to repair things, right?
So Tolkien is our Lord and Savior.
Tolkien always wins because he has a positive outlook. And he's about, like, the things we can do in the future rather than, like, how we fucked up in the past. Like George Orwell's fixated on. I don't know, dude.
What about C.S. Lewis?
Man, you're really like Stockholm syndrome, seeing this Tolkien always wins thing. Like you're really taking it to heart.
On here. I like Orwell and Tolkien, so I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
All right.
Does anyone else have any?
I got nothing. Let's move on.
I'm spent.
Good enough.
All right. I think we are ready to move on now to Hurin's line. Is it anyway?
Hell yeah.
Oh boy, I'll take a drink to that. I'm going to take one more vodka swig. I think I've done. While Danny has drank 3/4 of his bottle of tequila, I've drank 1/4 of my bottle.
I like how Danny
vodka.
gets all the flack for drinking that whole bottle, but it's been a shared experience.
Oh, has it? Has you been sharing that?
I have been sharing the Don Julio.
Okay, I
didn't have any
had
Don
at
Julio.
least 3
Mal's
shots
had some
out of
Don
that bottle.
Julio.
Hey, leave some of
Travis
that
had
in there
some
for
Don
me.
Julio. Oh, all right.
Leave some of it in there for me. Yep. No. You just give me the bottle.
See, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to like stay consistent, so I'm not mixing too many liquors. I know myself.
We're getting old.
So, guys, I want you to know that me and Trevor, especially me and Trevor and Joel, we used to drink a lot. This is true. We used to.
and
You make
Joe,
me sound
too.
like
Oh
an
my
alcoholic.
Joe, no, we were never. I would say we flirted with alcoholism, but we were never, alcoholic.
Trevor.
But we had our fun. Is what I'm saying.
Do you remember your birthday that
You-
one year?
Hey, I remember coming home from work often and taking 3 shots, and that was the start of my night.
That was the starting.
That was the beginning.
No,
of
That
the
was
night.
college, though.
And I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. That my point is, we used to do that a long time ago, but we do this now for you guys. Like, we
bonded for each other.
Like
now
this,
we bond
this,
for you.
This drained bottle of Don Julio is not for me and Trevor and for the gang. No. It is for you, the listeners,
We're doing this for
who we
you.
value and fucking love above all else. You understand? This is for you guys. Merry fucking Christmas. And Merry fucking other holiday. You celebrate this time of year.
Yeah,
Love
I think they combine them into like Chris Mahana Kwanzaa.
I was going to
Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. Love
or
that.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest of us.
New Year's, whatever you want.
Whatever the fuck. Winter solstice. I know it's like the shortest day of the year.
Happy
whatever.
reason to exist, everybody.
Yeah, happy reason to exist. I mean, things aren't looking great right now. We'll be honest. Right?
Yeah.
But, whatever. We're not going to fix it on today.
Hey, like we discussed with Tolkien, we're optimists.
Right. And like we say at the end of every episode, what do we say?
Aure and Tulava.
Aure and Tulava.
Aure and fucking Tulava.
Day
right?
will come again.
Cheers to that, bitches.
Cheers to let's drink. Let's drink to that. I
Cheers.
have tequila in here.
Cheers to Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. Classic Minnesota film.
Holy shit, I've drank more beers than I thought. I'm going to crack a fresh one.
All right, should I read off the first cue
Hell yeah.
for her?
Oh,
hell
Whose
yeah.
line is it anyway?
Yeah.
Hit us, Joe. I'm
So,
excited for
just
this.
so we know. Okay, hold on. Before we start,
we should explain what it is.
Oh, yes.
explain what it is. But before we do this, let's just get a check of like, Trev, I'm about 8.9 out of 10 drunk right now. What are you at right now? Before we start this improv session,
It's really hard to tell without standing up.
we did stand up a few minutes ago, but it's been a while.
It's been more than a few. Anyway, I have learned through all of that college time drinking how to pace myself.
Yeah.
So I would say that I'm about 5 out of 10 drunk.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad.
I'm not dizzy. I'm still lucid,
That's good.
and I could pee by myself.
I've seen you worse. I've seen you have to be taken to the bathroom.
Yes.
Remember Psycho Susie's? No, you don't.
No, I don't.
No, you do
The
not.
the point of the story is that you don't remember Psycho Susie's.
I know. I remember finding selfies in my phone 3 months later.
Dude, okay, can I tell this story, Trev? This is
Tangent, go
tangential.
on,
Okay,
go
tangential as fuck. But me and Trevor were at the vape shop, and this is like 6 months after Trevor's party at Psycho Susie's in Minneapolis.
Do you remember what birthday it was? Like 27?
22nd, 23rd. It was
somewhere around there.
early.
23, 24.
Yeah, so Trevor, and I go, hey, Trev, we're standing there we're like waiting to buy vape juice. And I'm like, Trev, what did you ever do with those selfies we took in the bathroom at Psycho Susie's? He looks at me, he's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I didn't take any selfies.
I didn't take any selfies at Psycho Susie's. And I was like, look in your phone right now, dude. And he looks in his phone and he has this horrified look as he sees
like,
all these selfies.
like 10 different pictures.
Just 10 different pictures of him smiling like a maniac in the bathroom at Psycho Susie's with me standing there with like thumbs up, like, let's drink more. Yeah, and it was like, how do you not remember this? He had no memory. You were horrified.
Oh yeah, no, I don't remember getting home or anything.
Yeah.
I said some things I dare not repeat.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh, I'm sure. I remember some of those things. Yes, you shouldn't repeat them.
Yes, you should repeat them.
But yeah,
it was a good time though, guys. Yeah.
Guys, fans, if you're fans of KOT, I think the thing that is the difference between us and other podcasts is like we have our fun.
We drink and throw up sometimes.
Like we've had our fun and we have our fun. You know what I mean? Like
we're not the Tolkien professor.
This is we're not the Tolkien professor.
Sometimes we poop our pants. Like it happens sometimes.
Sometimes we shit our pants. Yeah. Sometimes
we
it's
just
like,
happen to be the real. Okay.
Sometimes the episode is late because one of us shed our pants on the way to record it.
I think we had that conversation earlier tonight. Like, who hasn't shit their pants at some point in their life as an adult? Like,
I mean,
it's a shameful moment that all adults
just
feel,
admit
but it
dude.
happens sometimes.
You know, it's a humbling moment. Like, remember we talked about in the Children of Hurin episode, good humility and bad humility.
And listen, I just want everybody to know that we don't differentiate between sharting and shitting. Okay, even a little bit counts.
Yeah, even a
little bit. If it comes out,
if it's more than gas, if it's got mass,
if it's got mass.
This is a great opener for the improv segment.
Thank you. Yeah,
That's right. Thank you.
Let's open it. Let's open it up.
Refocus.
Open it the fuck up. We're so drunk, you guys. Oh my god.
I'm feeling great.
Yeah, just a reminder. This is basically our version of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Whose Line Is It Anyway? Great show.
I'll basically give each of them characters and the scenario and the setting and all that.
And then we improv out exactly
go from
how
there.
we might expect it to go.
Yeah.
I'll have a timer, but normally I'll just call time when we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Things get
Joe,
a little too
Joe.
off the rails.
Joe, you have to use our time-honored tradition. When you call us off, you have to say Baggins.
Bagans? Okay.
This is a tradition that Trevor established many episodes ago.
Years at this point.
Yeah.
But
Years, yes, years.
Baggins means that we're kind of going off the rails, which
It means we've gone too far on a tangent.
perhaps we should have done that a few times already, but I digress.
Bagans.
We're drunk, all right? We've
Okay.
had a few.
He's Bagansing our conversation on
ready?
Bagans.
We are ready.
This is,
Listo.
this is
I'm drinking vodka against my better judgment.
Danny's
going to
be
reprising.
Danny's going to be reprising a character from last year for this one.
Let's
All
get
right.
it. Let's get it.
First one, Donald Trump, Danny.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes!
God damn it. I knew you were going to do Fuck all of you guys.
That is not the reprisal I thought was
They're
coming.
trying to get me canceled. God damn it.
Especially after the recent
Donald Trump, Danny, appoints Gollum, Joel, as his chief of staff.
Oh, God.
But he unfortunately finds out that Smeagol, Trevor, has very different plans than Gollum.
You know, I hired you knowing that you were Smeagol and that you had some pretty solid, some pretty thought out plans for America. And now I'm hearing that there's this Gollum fella who's inside of you who has dissimilar views that may destabilize our making America great again.
Oh no, Precious, it's okay. It's fine. He has good ideas. Yes.
Good ideas are great, but we might need a little something more in the future.
Deport.
Yeah,
Mass deportations.
that is some solid advice.
But we must build the wall, Precious.
Building the wall, as long as the Mexicans pay for it, it is fine with me. God damn it! I hate all of you so much.
Am I supposed to be Gollum or Smeagol? I forgot.
I forgot. I don't know.
We're the same person.
One of them.
It's really hard to play the same person.
All right, we can call it on that one.
Jesus Lord. I hate all of you.
All right. For the record, Joel was Gollum.
Okay,
but-
okay.
You were supposed to be the bad one.
All right. So, ready for number 2.
Yes.
The Witch King, Trevor, is in Barlaman's pub and is complaining to Barlaman, Joel, that he has to do all the work while the others do bugger all. Knob, Danny, overhears the exchange and, much to Barlaman's dismay, begins to also complain about how he has to do all the work at the pub.
So I'm the voice of the working class? Is that...
You and the Witch King.
Oh. Wait, what?
I am the Witch King.
You're the Witch King.
And what's Joel's character again?
I'm Barlaman.
Barlaman.
Barlaman, I need to be real with you.
Oh, Mr. Witch King, here's your drink that you requested.
Thank you. The reason I drink so much, every time I go out on a mission and I bring my Nazgul with me, they just fucking sit around and smoke weed all the time. They thought pillows were hobbits. The fools.
You know, gosh, after the last time you were here, you told me to send out an email to all of the Nazgul to let them know that
They told
pillows are
you?
not hobbits.
Wait, they
But I
told you to send out the email?
I forgot to send that letter, that email out to all of the... I'm sorry.
So it is you. You started this mutiny.
Gosh, you know, I could send the email now. If I could give them the letter now if that's
Oh,
okay.
it's too late.
Oh, yeah, like you'll send the email yourself, or you'll tell me, Knob, to send the fucking email, right?
Hey, Knob?
Do you do anything yourself, Barlaman?
Hey, Knob, I can't
Or
remember
do you
my...
just own this fucking place like your family has for the past fucking 1,000 years, Barlaman?
Yo, Knob, could you just get the mail cart and just send it?
And what is this?
You know, don't tell me what to do. I mean, without me, this place wouldn't run. You know what I understand? You don't know how to run a pub. You're from a rich family. The Barlamans, they run this place. That's it. You don't know how to do anything. I run this place.
Parliament, I need a new drink.
Yeah, you mean all the drinks that me, Knob, has made up for the fucking menu?
Knob, I need you to go get a drink for a customer.
Yeah, I will. Okay, I'll be back. Thanks.
I need 8 of these. One for all of my men.
Okay, here's the 8 of them. I'm back.
All right, Bagans.
Oh, God.
All right, number 3. Sharky, Joel, and Grima, Trevor,
Hell yeah.
receive a stern scolding from Lobelia Sackville Bagans, Danny, and begin to rethink their occupation of the Shire.
Oh, Lobelia, I did not mean to imprison you for so many months on end. You must understand that it was just, law.
It wasn't just me who was imprisoned. It was the entirety of the working class of Hobbiton.
I just did as Saruman told me. I mean, what was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to stand in class solidarity with me, the hobbits,
But I
who do all the work around here.
all the work.
Well, you do nothing, Saruman.
Saruman does all the work. I listen to him.
Yes, I think that good Wormtongue is correct. I do all the Wormtongue.
You do all the work. Yeah, exactly.
I do the worm.
That's what I'm fucking here to say. You do nothing. That's exactly you do worm-tonguing.
Wormtongue, could you I just remembered that I need my dry cleaning picked up. You can't leave this here with this crazy person.
Could you go get my? Could you go? It needs to be picked up by.
You get your own dry cleaning.
Yeah, pick up the dry cleaning, dude. I want to talk to Saruman.
Oh, yes.
Why do you always make me do the worst jobs?
Miss Sackville Baggins, is it? I understand you wanted to have a word with me.
Yeah, I want to have a word with who's in charge here.
I am Sharky. I am in charge. Yeah,
you're in charge here. Thanks of this fucking The Shire's shitty lately. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's become real shitty.
But I have your dry cleaning.
Look how dry cleaning's nice, but how about crops and stuff?
But
you know what I mean? The trees are barren and shit.
But look how
smooth it used to be here.
They cleaned it
We
really
used to be a
good.
place of plenty, prosperous crops and shit. And all of a sudden you come here and it's just barren and awful. What the fuck is going on here?
Miss Sackville Baggins, please.
We get hungry too.
I'm distraught. Okay.
We understand that your home and your gardens have been destroyed. Hey, Wormtongue, could you please go and go over to Miss Sackville Baggins' house and bring her?
Dude, we're hobbits. Like, what the fuck else do we literally care about except our taters and shit? Like, you destroy our taters.
Maybe she's right.
Like, do you think we'll ever fucking like you as a government?
Maybe we should
you
listen.
Destroyed our taters.
Grima, do not tell me.
She's making some really good points, though.
You crawl on the ground if I say so.
Not me, no.
All right, Bagans.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know where we were.
It's giving me some secretary vibes with Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
All right.
Wait a second. How did you just pour more Don Julio out of that empty bottle of Don Julio's? Am I crazy?
It's a weird shaped bottle, so like some of it forms in pockets.
Is this like the?
So you can dump it out a few times.
Is this like the never-ending bottle of tequila?
It's all backwash.
I swear you just finished that bottle a minute ago, and here you are topping off your glass with the same empty.
As someone who grew up on the West Side, I can say that the Mexican people are a crafty one, and they figured out how to craft this bottle in a way that it's never empty. That's the thing about Don Julio.
What the fuck is going on here?
It's never empty.
Moving on.
I'm sorry. We're a little bit drunk right
What
now.
is the next one we got?
Next one. Since the Rings of Power gave us an orc family, let us imagine what a day in the life of an orc family might look like. Bolg, Joel, is taking his teenage boys Azog, Danny, and Mazog, Trevor, out for a nice father and son's bonding trip. Think of like the Goofy movie.
Wait, who's the father and who's the son?
Joel is the father.
Joel is Bolg.
Remind me of the two sons' names. Azog and...
Azog is Danny, and Mazog is Trevor.
Okay, I will be Azog. You'll be the Mazog. You're you're the Tony Scott to my Ridley Scott. Nobody knows who you are.
Wasn't Mazog in like Moria or something? Or the
Azog was.
Azog was.
And I believe Azog would then be named after Azog, probably. Anyway, here we go.
Whatever.
Azog, would you be willing to go get the can of alphabet soup?
Alphabet soup?
This is a goofy movie, right? It's alphabet soup, right?
I mean, it wasn't necessarily literally the Goofy movie.
God damn it. I was gonna say, I was like, if we're gonna have to joke about Goofy movie lore, I'm fucked because I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It's such a good movie.
I was just thinking more of like the feel of the
It
Goofy
is really
movie.
good, Joel. I agree. It's a good movie, but it's just been a long time.
If you want to do the Goofy accent, you can.
Maybe we trail off just a little bit from that specific.
You want to hear something depressing?
I was just thinking the vibe of like a father and son on a road trip together.
Hey, last year we did wow, am I drunk enough I can't remember the names of people? Faramir, Boromir.
Oh,
yeah.
the beach.
Yeah, we did that whole thing. So we're just doing that but as orcs.
Okay, but it's orcs. Thank you, Trevor. You really got this back on track. Thank you.
I mean, you can do the Goofy movie accents. I don't.
No. I'm Azog.
I am Mazog.
We're at the beach, right?
No.
You can be wherever
We can be
you
wherever.
guys decide.
Okay.
It's just the father-son's trip.
Let's be at the Mall of America. How about that?
Sure.
How about that? Okay. I'm Azog the Defiler, and I would like to have the family check out the Cinnabon on the 3rd floor, where I think most of the good shops are.
You know, there's a lot of caribou coffees in this place. We
There
could
are plenty
probably...
of this is Minnesota, of course. There's plenty of caribou
We could
coffees.
probably get some... Father, can we get coffee?
Mazog, please be quiet while your grandfather, Azog, is speaking. I can't listen to all of this banter with these metal plates attached to my head and
We
my
will
chest.
first go to the Spencer's Gifts. We will look at booby calendars.
I'm an orc.
And then we will move on to the Orange Julius.
We are orcs. We don't care about human boobs.
It reminds me of my own flesh that was defiled with these weird plates of metal that are sticking out of my chest and my head.
Father-
reminds us when people had freer boobies than orc boobies.
Father, why don't I also have metal plates defiling my body?
Because Peter Jackson did not envision you in the Hobbit trilogy, but he envisioned me with plates coming out of my chest
You know, and
and my
if we're
head.
gonna go to Spencer's Gifts, we might as go to the mini golf. It's right near there. Can we play mini golf instead? Instead,
It's actually just across the food court.
it is. Yeah,
You're right, you're right.
If you know about the geography of the Mall of America, it is just across the food court.
All right, Bagans.
I don't know how to contribute more to this.
So fucking stupid. The Mall of America. Oh my god.
My dog keeps.
I kind of
eating
wish
my
you guys had
popcorn.
done the Goofy impressions the whole skit.
Bro, if we had to do Goofy movie lore, I would have been fucked. I don't remember anything about. I remember that.
What was the name of the artist at
a
the
good
end?
movie.
They finally go to the concert. What was-
Dude, that's funny you mentioned it because I was like, I just remember the song at the end slaps. That's all
I forget
remember.
what the band was.
It's the
I
fictional band.
I remember his son's name was Max, I think.
Yeah.
Max
Yep.
was the kid's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got.
All right.
Next.
Next one.
So it was called Power Line. That was the fucking
Our
movie.
line, yeah.
That was that was the fucking band from the movie. It was clearly
Power
like
line.
it definitely reminded me of like Prince or something. Anyway,
Yeah.
Shout out Goofy movie.
Shout out Goofy movie.
All right.
Live forever.
Mayor Samwise Gamgee, Trevor,
Who was the
has-
tyrant, by the way?
has commissioned Mary, Joel, and Pippin, Danny, to present designs for a monument in honor of the 10th anniversary of the sacking of the Shire. Both hobbits are to present their designs to Samwise, who will pick his favorite. And Pippin's may or may not involve a reference to Lotho Sackville Baggins' fateful end.
What is the monument for again?
Oh no! Are you
The
serious?
10th anniversary of the sacking of
wait,
the Shire.
Sacking.
hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
okay.
I need. So who is arguing about the Lotho one?
You have the idea for the Lotho inspired
Okay, I love
monument.
that. Okay, you guys go first.
I have to start, yeah. All right. Mary, Pippin. It has been a long 10 years since the sacking of the Shire had happened. And the people need a little bit of thing. Maybe a statue. I don't know. This is up to you. I'm leaving this job on you. We need a monument to the sacking of the Shire
Yeah,
to show.
Of course, I agree.
Oh, yes.
To show that we are strong and hardy people.
100% agree.
I think we could use a good monument or statue of some kind in the town square.
Exactly. That is why I've brought you both here.
Yes.
Because I am Mayor Samwise Gamgee.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want to go to the Undying Lands eventually, so I need these in by next week.
Okay.
So,
Well, I think that it would definitely be appropriate for one of us hobbits to probably be on the statue. What do you think, Pippin?
Of course. Yeah, we'll be definitely featured on the stage. Well, I was kind of thinking, there's this like really obscure piece of information about the Scar of the Shire that many people don't know. I was thinking we could make a monument about that.
But Pippin knows of all people.
But you know what I'm talking. Yeah, I mean,
we present your idea. I mean, we need to.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. It's I don't know if you know this, but like Grima Wormtongue, remember that guy?
He was kind of an asshole. Yeah.
He may or may not have like killed and eaten Lotho Sackville Baggins.
Whoa! Hold on. You want a monument to Grima?
Yeah, I think we should do a monument where Grima's like eating the living flesh.
I think
of Lotho Sackville Baggins. Just to really advertise what we lost.
I think maybe we should rely on a theme of hope. Maybe. What think you?
I mean, it is hope that we could ever come back from such a thing.
Indeed, I thought we'd perhaps choose a more central figure, like perhaps Mr. Frodo Baggins of the Baggins family, who's always been a
Frodo Baggins, very popular
Baggins family. Has always
he did
been
a lot of
central
good.
to
But
the
did he eat? Did he eat anyone? Did he eat Lotho Sackville Baggins? That is the question here. That is what ended the scouring of the Shire. The eating of Lotho Sackville Baggins. You know it to be true.
Maybe we should focus on unity.
But I mean, that is when everyone was unified. I mean, everyone agrees that Grima should have eaten Lotho Sackville Baggins.
Bagans. I'm calling Bagans. That would be a
Oh my god. Okay.
Cannibalism. Okay.
That was so stupid. Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's something Pippin might present.
Yes. 100%.
I agree. I look down and I just think of my dog Pippin, who's currently sitting at my ankles right now.
This is a very
Lothos.
honestly.
He's eating all of my popcorn.
For his
I
young-
shouldn't be feeding him this much popcorn. He's probably going to throw up soon, but I just can't
For
stop.
as young as this dog is, he's incredibly well behaved.
He's very small and he's
He's a
eating
good
much too much popcorn.
Speaking of dogs, what's our next topic?
What the fuck?
All right, we have two more.
All right, yes, yeah, okay.
Going to the doctor is never fun, but Sauron, Joel, and the mouth of Sauron, Trevor, must go see Saruman, Danny, for an embarrassing medical problem. There is something wrong with Sauron's taint.
Is it a medical problem?
Something's wrong with his taint.
So Saruman is the doctor, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm a doctor examining a taint.
Something's wrong with Sauron's taint.
Okay.
Dear mouth of Sauron, my taint burneth.
For I have heard that your taint was not upon the 3 rings of elvendom. Is this true? Your taint was not upon them at all?
Whoa, do not talk to him directly. I am the mouth of Sauron.
I thought by this point that your taint would be on something.
My taint is unstoppable, and that's the problem.
Your taint must be on the rings itself.
It's on everything.
It's on everything, but how many rings have been smeared by your taint?
Oh, we're not just talking about rings.
We need to speak of health insurance.
How many? Yes, we need to speak of your HMO has expired.
Has your CEO yet been eliminated by the great Luigi? Well, we might have to file a claim. I'm not really sure how this process works. It's all new to me.
It's all scary and new.
Did you sign up for your benefits this year, Sauron?
It almost seems like it's unnecessary, all of it.
I believe my claim will be approved. My insurer is United Health. United Health of Mordor.
That is a good insurance company.
Do you accept United Health of Mordor, Saruman?
Their claims get approved very frequently.
That is true. We often work with that insurance company over other insurance companies for some reason.
I hear the orcs don't get very good benefits, though. What about us? We've signed up the corporate ladder.
No, the inner corporate members get, of course, better healthcare than the, how we say, orc.
Fighting Uruk-hai, likely.
The fighting Uruk-hai, of course.
Do you suggest a cream, maybe? How do you treat a big flaming ball's taint?
I would take Sauron's taint and I would smear it with some of that stuff that they put on things in the Two Towers that make it all good again.
Does it have a name?
It's called, Tolkien describes it as some dark stuff from a box. If I remember right.
Is this orc medicine or is this man medicine?
This is orc medicine.
Do they call it grog?
No, it's some dark stuff from a box. You smear it on, and it makes you feel better.
All right, Bagans.
Thank you.
That was
Jesus
the most
Christ.
unhelpful medical advice.
Oh my god! I don't even know if we even addressed.
Were
the
we
initial...
supposed to answer some medical advice?
No.
You guys got bogged down with the insurance details. Way
Dude,
more
that's
than the
honestly-
medical.
Sorry, guys. It's a sign of the times, okay?
Like, how many people have died just waiting on insurance bullshit? You know what I mean? That's what happens.
If somebody would just take these matters into their own hands of health insurance.
All right, last bit. Legolas, Trevor, and Gimli, Joel, get lost in their boat and end up in Australia. As they struggle in this unknown land, Australia's most famous actor, Hugh Jackman, Danny,
oh boy,
attempts to help the confused duo get back home.
Hold on. Did you say lost in our boat?
Yes, well, I believe on our way to Valinor together.
Hugh Jackman and I have to do what?
And we end up in Australia instead.
Legolas and Gimli end up in Australia.
Oh, cool.
And you're Hugh Jackman and you attempt to get them back home.
I don't want to just welcome them to Australia. I want them to get them on their way. Okay, fine.
I mean, they want to
right.
get to Valinor.
Well, sure. That's better than Australia, I guess.
I'm a dwarf. I'm really looking forward to this shit. We don't normally get this, so...
I really want to go to Australia. I don't know about you guys, but whatever.
you're Hugh Jackman. You were born there.
You're
bro.
a native.
You were born. Yeah, I suppose.
You don't fucking care. Okay, here we go.
All right. Dearest friend Gimli, I think we might be lost.
I do say, this does not look like Valinor at all. I heard it was green swaths of land, and this is very tan and sandy.
It's dust as far as the eye can see. Oh, but wait! There's a person on the shore. We should maybe ask for directions.
Oi. Hey there, mate. Come on up. I got some shrimp on the barbie. I was just watching 2003's Van Helsing, starring me, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh, what, man? You are man.
We tried to make it a franchise, but it just never took off because it just wasn't that all that good of a movie.
Fair man, can you give us directions to Valinor?
Valinor? Why, I suppose I could. I've been trying to get Stephen Sommers to make another Van Helsing film, but I suppose I could take some time off to help you to get to Valinor. How would you like to get there? By boat or by train?
Train?
Of course.
What is a train?
A train? Well, it's a machine.
Can it cross the water?
Us dwarves are natural sprinters. Very dangerous over short distances.
You like trains? They're very fast over short distances. They take people long distances all the time.
But
trains,
But can they take them over water?
if the infrastructure allows for it, trains can go nearly anywhere on the planet, including underwater.
But we really needed to go over water. Preferably over pools and not dead ones.
But why not go underwater? If you can go over it, you can go under it. Don't you agree?
What, you were expecting us to go down under?
Of course.
Oh, Gimli, put this man out of his misery. He's clearly demented.
Gimli, did you just speak in the first person? The third person?
Legolas, put this man out of his misery. He's clearly demented. Put an arrow through his eye.
Hold on, before I'm killed, I would like one last request. It is that I get a private screening of 2003's Van Helsing story.
pagans. Why are the focus on his 2003 film Helsing?
It's the best Hugh Jackman movie.
That's not true. That was a lie.
I remember that movie
so far from
You could have
being
you could have focused on his film Australia with Nicole Kidman.
I've never seen that one. But I've seen Van Helsing
his many musicals.
Sure.
Yeah, he played P.T. Barnum.
He played P.T. That's true. He did play
P.T. Barnum.
But he also played Van Helsing in the 2003 Van Helsing film.
Wow.
All right, that was the last.
I don't remember where we started here. What is our podcast about?
Something about Tolkien and keeping it on.
Helsing. Van Helsing.
There's a dog in here. Doggy.
Come here, doggy.
All right, everybody. We finally made it. All right, so we got through your questions. We got through your Tolkien always wins. And we got through, somehow, Who Written Lines.
Did we?
Anyway.
Did we get through it? Did we?
It's roundabout.
Hey, this is how time works, okay? You go from A to B.
I don't know. We made kind of a mess of this.
The time we spent to this task is done. Hopefully it was good enough. Yeah, well anyway, I'm Danny J, right? I mean, if you could listen to us on all those platforms where you get your podcasts, that'd be chill.
Hold on.
Is this your attempt at the outro?
Hold on.
Are we doing an outro?
Just wait.
Okay,
Just
okay,
wait.
hold on.
No,
So-
no. This
Sorry,
is fine.
sorry.
We got some final thoughts to go through.
Oh,
First
we do.
off,
I forgot about final thoughts.
first off is thanks everybody. We greatly appreciate you chiming in and giving us questions, suggesting random
So
bullshit
much fun.
for us to do topics on.
We love doing this. I'm sorry it's awful.
It's not. It's
I
not
really wish it was
awful.
good.
It's not awful. It's great. Everybody is entertained.
I'm sure I'm entertained.
I'm going to take another swig of vodka just because.
See, that's just how entertaining it was. But yeah, the holidays are a magical time of the year, guys.
That's true.
And it's magical for us for a big reason is the fact that we get to do this. Like we do spend a lot of time, writing episodes and digging into the lore and really learning a lot and sharing what we find with you.
We sure do.
This holiday special really is magic because I don't even remember how it began. But
I don't. And I can't think of any other reason why that would be. Maybe it was something we ate. I don't know. Something I can't remember at the beginning of this podcast.
No, but I might have. No, that's not quite
maybe.
half my bottle of vodka.
Maybe.
I've gotten 2/3 of the way through my bottle of vodka now.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say before we end the podcast, I guess that I love each and every one of you who contribute to this podcast, and even if you don't, even if you're a lurker, right?
Hey,
even if you lurk in, like
lurkers contribute too, because without the fans, we wouldn't have a big reason.
Hashtag lurkers matter, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If you've never hit us up at all, you should. But I appreciate you just supporting us from the shadows. That's fucking awesome. I love you.
Yeah, and hey guys, ultimately, we're not in this for the money. We don't make a profit off of any of this.
We would have quit this a long time ago if we were in this for the money, friend.
Right, exactly. We do this because 1, it's fun for us. 2, we all get to hang out. And 3, we have you wonderful listeners who give us the opportunity to share all
fucking
of this
rule
with you.
Yeah.
And
especially all you on the Discord. You guys fucking rule. I love you guys.
Yeah, Discord is the best. I mean, hey, that's where we vetted all of these questions and activities from.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a part of it, we do this every year. We have a tradition now. So next year, sometime November, December, we're going to do it again. And so we all hope to see you on Discord, to ask us the questions and make this the best thing it can be.
Yeah, hit us up on Discord. We love you guys. You guys have given us, and I think it was, and if you don't believe that, hitting us up matters. Remember the dude about the Ent episode? How long did that guy have to wait?
Oh yeah,
for an Ent episode. He was literally
it happened.
He was like, "You should do an Ent episode," and then we were like, 4 weeks later, it was done. We were like, "Yeah, we can fit that in right now," and we just did.
Great idea.
You guys, we appreciate your support, and we love that it's never ending.
Yeah, we love all you guys.
And it's going to be
hate you so
next
much.
year. 2025 is season 9.
Yes.
Well,
Season
actually, 2025 is still going to have some of season 8.
We'll have
let's be real.
The tail end of season 8.
Let's be real. And we may have said something about on the last episode that this week was actually going to be the fall of Gondor.
No, but we're going to get drunk and talk nonsense instead.
You get the holiday episode instead first, and then we'll get on to the fall.
If you were hoping for that, I'm real
Let's
sorry.
clarify.
Sorry, Gondolin. I said Gondor. Oh, jeez.
Gondorlin.
No.
So let's just clarify.
We're not doing that.
We are after this episode, we are going to be taking a brief break just because.
Before we tackle, so here's the thing, guys. This 100th episode celebration turned out to be a fucking monster, but it is a monster that we love.
Well, it's also like 20 episodes.
Right.
I'm almost certain it's 20 exact episodes, which is the longest run we've ever done.
But here's the thing. We thought we were going to do 6. Like, we started this
we thought it was going to be 6 episodes.
We thought this was going to be 6 episodes, and here's the thing. It's still going, but it's honestly been going really fucking well, and we're going to keep doing it until it's done.
Hell yeah, man. We put all our heart into this.
Yeah, we put all our heart into this, and thank you for...
bottom line, there will not be an episode next week. We are taking a little
That's
bit
what we meant.
We're taking a little bit of there's a little bit of a break so that we can finish up the Fall of Gondolin for you folks. And we're going to be coming back with multi-part episodes on the Fall of Gondolin, so stay tuned for that. But in the time being, thanks for listening. TKOT Podcast, this has been our holiday special 2024.
Yeah. You know, this has been fun. I like this. I don't drink anymore. Except for when I do these.
The one time a year.
Yeah, this is literally the one. This and weddings. This is it.
Weddings.
This is for the rest of my life. That's what I said. I was like, if I only get drunk for the holiday special and weddings of my most beloved people, then I'll be chill. And that's what I'll do from here on out, guys.
And we'll keep it up. And we want to thank you for subscribing to KOT Podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Please, wherever you listen to us, stay updated on our episodes. If this was fun for you, we've got more in store for you. And please rate us. Give us a nice review. Let us know how much you like it. And, we'll even provide more so you can continue to like it.
And if you love checking out our shit, check out our brand new, revised, fucked with website.
Fucked with.
It's totally been fucked with by Trevor. Trevor's been fucking with this website like crazy.
It's true. We've been advertising this website all year.
Yeah, no, honestly, if you have any question, if you've ever had any question about KOT ever, just go to www.keepontolkien.com and it will explain anything you want. You can join the Discord, you can watch our YouTube, you can do our TikTok, any of that crazy shit you want to do, right there for you.
A big thank you to our patrons on Patreon. Subscribing on Patreon not only helps support us, but can also unlock some exclusive content.
Hell yeah, I can.
Including, I think, both me and Danny shirtless doing like a parody of some really old...
Yeah. Don't get the wrong idea, guys. It's
or do get the right idea. I mean,
because we do. If you want to know more about the Tolkien,
it is a parody of the old late night hotlines,
Live Links ads from the 90s. Yeah, because we were doing our segment Tolkien Gets Sexy, where we read fucked up sexy fan fiction.
And hey, that's the only place that you can find this content. So if you're interested in listening to it, please
check it out.
Check out our Patreon.
Patreon.com. Also, we do also accept private one-time donations.
Yes, we do.
If subscription services are not your speed, that is okay. We are willing to accommodate anything. We just appreciate anything you're willing to offer. Thank you so much.
And like we had stated before with the Discord, we got these social media places, and Discord is the place where we vetted all of our questions for this entire episode. So, if you want to get involved with us, you want to ask us questions, you want to join in on our holiday specials, or just, know what's coming up next, post some cool memes, you should check out our Discord. We'll have a link in the description. We also exist on TikTok at keep_on_Tolkien_podcast.
Yes, we do. And our KOT journey on TikTok has been very, very fun. We've met a lot of cool content creators, which we might be doing some collabs with in the future. So check that out. Check out all our friends on TikTok. There's a ton of cool content creators out there, but follow us as well. Have fun, guys.
Yeah, 100%. And we're still on X if you want at KOT Podcast. We probably won't respond there if you go there, so maybe check out one of the other places. But if you find us there, we exist. But we're on Facebook at Official Keep on Tolkien. We're still on Instagram at Keep on Tolkien Podcast. And just for fun, because of the tradition, and I'm drunk, so it's more fun this time.
Yes,
do it. We have a merch store. And the website for that is keep-on-tolkien-podcast.tmail.com.
You got it.
But that's a mouthful, and who wants to remember all that shit? So just go to keepontolkien.com. You can forget the W's. I know we said that we have W's in the beginning, but you don't need the W's.
And if you remember from earlier in the episode, if you want a shirt with a dwarf with the map and quiche shoved up his ass.
Apparently that's a thing we could do. You let us know.
We can do that. If it's not up there already, it can happen immediately.
Yeah, if you want that, or you have other suggestions or anything else you'd like to see for some pretty cool merch, let us know.
I like the tie-dye catch.
Yeah, the tie-dye catch shirt has been a popular one. Everyone likes that one a lot.
Yes, it has almost nothing to do with Tolkien, but is dope.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Fuck.
Yeah, people like it.
But hey, that's all we got for you guys today. Thanks so much for joining us for our 2024 holiday special.
This has been the KOT 2024 holiday special. Celebrate hard. Whatever holiday you're fucking celebrating this winter solstice, which almost, it seems all groups of humans do, which I think is fucking awesome. We should celebrate that thing we have in common. The winter solstice, right? The days are getting longer. We love it. You know what I mean?
Hey, and if nothing else, guys, the night is cold, the winter is cold. But
cuddle up with some KOT.
But find reasons to be warm, find reasons to celebrate, because some of the best stuff you can do in life is be happy about it.
That's true, man. Just cuddle up with the ones you love and do some shit you love. That's all we can ask you to do. Because, when times are dark, just do what you love. You know what I mean? Fucking 2024 holiday special. I'm Danny J.
I'm Joe Lennon. I've been eating popcorn this whole time.
Woo!
I'm Trevor D. No title.
I'm Joe Vaske.
And
together we try to be at least.
Keep on Tolkien.
Rain to Luva. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
We love you all. Thank you so much.